Hey, Chips!
What's up?
Good day.
Yeah.
We're going to crunch in your ears
Exactly.
because we're inconsiderate streamers. But I just found a way we can link this to what we're about to talk about because the experience we're about to have is not entirely pleasant.
What an unusual change of pace from the games that we're playing.
So, do you remember on, like, probably all of my streams, I keep talking about this game that I want that, you know, is outside of the realm of normal video game experiences. Because we've largely, broadly speaking, we've solved, like, the shooter, the platformer, you know, all this stuff. You know, I was thinking on the bus on my way here that even Battlefield 1, the core quintessence of that game is running around and shooting German people. So it's Wolfenstein.
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
yeah.
like really, actually.
Yeah.
You know, there's obviously, you know, many steps removed, but the core of the game is largely unchanged, and it works. It absolutely works. That it functions well.
I've heard it's actually a really good game.
Yeah, no, same. But as far as creating new experiences, those don't happen quite as often.
Well, I read an essay by Leah Alexander today talking about, like...
We will welcome subs at the end of the stream.
Yeah, usual caveat.
But thank you, Applesauce.
We will do all our sub-welcomes and bit shout-outs at the end, just so we don't get our train of thoughts interrupted. Leah Alexander, where she was talking about, like, taking guns out of games, right? And just, like, how hostile people are to that idea.
Oh my god, I made the mistake of reading, like, the first 3 comments on the tweet about that article. That was a mistake. If you want to get gamers really, like, really angry at you, just suggest that, you know, games could be made without, like, weapons. Just suggest it, that it's, you know, maybe a thing that could happen. And you will see such vitriol, the likes of which you can scarcely imagine. But anyway, I keep, you know, in a lot of the streams where I play, you know, shitty, samey games, I'm just like, just give me a new experience. You know, just like something where I do something really different that I haven't done in a video game before. And then this came across my dashboard. And now I have 81 hours logged in this game. 81.
Okay. I come from a town up north called Prince George, and I don't think this is a unique experience at all. But from what I've heard of this game, I've had this experience.
Which is wild. And I think that there's a lot in this game that resonates with people. Even if it doesn't, my imagination was sufficient that I could put myself in this. So, on the surface, My Summer Car is like it's a tinkering simulator.
Okay.
You know, like that's how it's packaged. It's like, oh, you build a car from scratch, and you do that. But there's so much more to it than that. This is a fully realized Finnish hick simulator. This is the experience, like top to bottom, of what it's like being, you know, a young person in the middle of the sticks with nothing to do but work on this car. And it's boring, and there's, like, chores and shit, and you can die in stupid ways. And you
can die in this.
Yeah. And you can...
this is a lot like High School Cars,
yeah,
then.
no, this is the Dark Souls of car games. But yeah, like it really is the simulator experience, but it's for a type of experience and a type of, like, feeling and aesthetic that I've really just never seen represented before. You know, because most of the time, you know, sim games will be like, oh, you know, you're a farmer.
Okay, right.
Which, you know, which is fine. But I think even, like, Farming Simulator is, like, primarily focused around, like, the machinery and the crops and all that shit. You know, the good parts.
Right.
This is everything. including like the lame, shitty parts.
Okay.
And that sort of, I think, enhances the effect. Well, it's also 90s Finland, so there's that as well. But yeah, anyways, I'll stop talking about it and just start to show you what I mean. Permadeath. I'm gonna turn permadeath off.
Okay.
Because I don't want to, like, it's unforgiving enough without permadeath on.
I'm assuming the languages here are Finnish, English, obviously, and what's the indigenous language
I don't
up in the north?
What do I want to call? Who do we want to be?
What was the sniper's name? The only Finnish person I've ever heard of, apart from hockey players whose names I can't remember.
Got it. Oh, Sammy is the.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, chips.
Oh, it's Finnish and Swedish? Okay.
Okay, so.
Urine, hunger, thirst, fatigue, dirtiness.
Yep.
And we've got $3,000.
It dumps you in the middle, 3,000 Finnish marks, which is like not a lot of money. I think the sensitivity might be too high. Hold on. I need to configure just a couple things. Okay, all this stuff is set. Excuse me, car controls. I think this is all in. Bloom. Okay. So, you're dumped in your parents' house.
Okay.
Your parents who are implied to exist, and are away. There's no like story to this game.
Okay.
Which is to say that there's no like thread where it's like, oh, once upon a time this guy was here and blah blah blah. You're just like thrown in media res in the middle of this person's life. And it's the summertime, and this is your parents' house. You can tell because this is their bedroom. And their oubliette.
I like the parquet floors.
Yeah. This is where we save.
Okay.
And this is our room. Cool, huh? All right. So, where do I even start? Well, why can I not hear this? There we go. Yeah, that's a good place to start. Let's get the beer outside. So yeah,
okay.
It's the summertime. Parents are away. You have free reign of the house, and you have this.
We have a case of beer. We've got car parts.
Oh boy, do we have car parts. All this shit got to go in there.
Okay.
All this shit. Oh, it almost worked.
Oh, wasn't quite big enough.
Yeah, I'll have to make it bigger next time.
Shouldn't that be covering your window?
Probably.
I mean, maybe the Finns roll a bit different. Maybe Finnish Hicks roll a bit differently than Canadian Skids.
Yeah, so here's the part that scared the shit out of me the first time.
Oh, ha ha!
There are 15
sockets with no
types
indication of what.
They're all labeled. These are all like millimeters. So you go from 5 to 15 millimeters, and then there's also a screwdriver. Because you will be using all of these things to complete your car. There are no instructions. I cheated a little bit by getting a guide because I stone cold don't know anything about cars. And I've played it a couple times. And you get your dad's van. All right, I gotta remember how to play this game. It's been a while. Okay, so where is the ignition? There's the ignition. Oh wait, we gotta warm it up. Yeah. Okay. So one thing I need to enable.
Will the carb flood if we don't warm it up?
I don't think it will flood. Where's the zoom? Hitchhike. Zoom. There we go. You need to assign this key. I need to remember some of the other keys. Play controls. And right. There's a swear key. And a flip people off key.
Huh.
Which they don't do anything. But they're there because why not? This is in a lot of ways a role-playing game. So okay. How the hell do I drive?
I just drank from your glass, sorry.
That is a shame. Wow, it has been I think it's actually been like 3 weeks since I played this. I just have to remember gear up. G and B. Okay, got it. So we put it in first and take the parking brake off. Put it in second. So, like, everything is very granular in this game.
Huh.
Like, extraordinarily granular. So one other thing, well, two other things you have access to at the beginning of the game is your dad's septic sucking truck and a tractor. Excuse me.
Okay.
All of these are useful vehicles, and also having 3 vehicles turns out to be very, very useful indeed when you're trying to rescue cars that you've bailed into the ditch because you haven't figured out how car handling works yet. So I unfortunately had to figure out how to play this game with a keyboard. So I have to like feather the accelerator a little bit. Put it in second. I'm so glad they added a gear indicator because I got really rattled that I couldn't tell what gear I was in.
I can imagine. Can you blow the engine by driving around in first?
I don't know. In your car, because your car that you build is a lot more sensitive to abuse than any of the other cars. Actually, one second. I'm gonna... Oh. Let's get some music on the radio. I don't actually know if there's any music on right now. I may have enabled external playlists. Yeah, I think I fucked myself. Oops. So I think it's all ads. Well, let's see. Yeah. God damn it. Oh well. We'll just have to pretend that we have our own music. Come on, get it in a second.
Like, this would have to have Rush, Greatest Hits,
Yep.
Metallica's Black Album, or Ride the Lightning, or Master of Puppets.
Yep.
Nirvana's In Utero.
To be Canadian?
Or to be basically my high school
yeah,
experience.
Yeah. So, we're going to take this van and we're going to drive to the store.
Okay.
Now, in a video game, the store would be very, very close by indeed. In this game, it's about as far as you would expect a store to be if you lived in the countryside.
I assume right now we're driving on a side road out to the real road.
Yes, we'll be on this side road for quite some time. And the real road is a short, brief little stop over onto pavement. Or the highway, rather. Oh, I gotta keep a lookout for the fucking green car, who is your natural enemy in this game. So, ordinarily games that simulate driving, you know, they focus on the, you know, the exciting parts. You know, so you get like a Bugatti Veyron or like a Formula One car or something. You know, because you'd never get to do that. But this game is simulating, you know, what having a piece of shit car or several piece of shit cars would be like. And that's really interesting because you expend so much effort to get this thing working that when the first time I played this game, I threw all the pieces together, and when it turned over the first time, I was elated. Like, I was legitimately over the moon with happiness that it actually worked. Because it had taken like 7 hours worth of tinkering to assemble it. And it's pretty rare that games give you that really genuine sense of accomplishment. Because a lot of it is kind of, I guess in a sense, like commodified. It's like, you know, you get a Chivo that pops or something. Or, you know, you like have a score to hit, or it, you know, gives you the biggest, shiniest item or something. It's like that wasn't announced or anything. Just my car fucking worked. And that was a personal achievement for me. And that was really interesting and really, it was very special. And it's very rare that I get that kind of experience.
No.
It happened
Oh,
so
fuck. We're dead. We're gonna die.
We are gonna die. Did I mention this game is really hard, by the way?
It's gonna kill us.
And the phone's ringing. I'm gonna rip this save, and I'm gonna do this the easy way.
Okay. Well, we weren't wearing our seatbelt.
Yeah, getting killed in this game is effortless. Yeah, definitely gonna do this the easy, boring way. Which is kind of this game's aesthetic. Yeah. Where's the run button? Have I assigned that? The run button is not assigned by default. That's running. That's walking. That's running.
Do we get winded after 10 seconds of running like in real life?
No, but it does increase your fatigue a lot. Also, I think any of those 5 statistics at the top can kill you. I've never died from having to pee too badly because it's really easy to relieve.
Right.
But everything else is a bit of a problem. So this is the easy way.
I really like the radio tower.
It's nice. It's also a good landmark. Lucky. Third gear. First. Can I actually make this go faster? Or does it only have like forward and reverse?
Wait, do you have
Neutral,
a sauna?
Reverse. Yes. We have a sauna that is also the only place you can get clean in the game because the shower doesn't work. So, we'll be doing this for a while. So I'm gonna turn the volume down. And this is like in a way kind of what this game is like. You know what? It's like a fully realized desert bus. the verisimilitude simulators or what have you. Like, this is it. This is the game, where it's like you're gonna drive across a lake, whereas in a conventional video game it would probably show you 2 cutscenes of you getting in your boat and then getting out of your boat. This is gonna make you do the actual work. Driving across a lake with nothing to do. Just watch the wake. Try to figure out where the hell you're going. And the reason we're doing this, like, this is because I've played this game so many times. We have to go to the store and pick up a couple of essentials. Because without those essentials, the rest of the game is going to be impossible.
Do we have a jack? I know we have the crane for lifting the engine.
Yeah, we have a car jack.
Okay.
The forklift is also usable. It's interesting because how exactly you end up assembling the engine is kind of your own business. Like, there are some parts that can't go in before others, but it's not like you have to assemble it in this exact order. Like, you can build it however you want, really, and you can access the parts however you want. Like, the last time I played this game is probably how I'm going to do it this way, and I don't know how far along we're going to get. But I put the wheels on first so I could roll it into the garage over the pit, and then I started working on the engine.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. But the very first time I built it, I started building the engine first. And once that was together, then I started working on other parts.
Oh god, I always remember the joke from up north.
Oh yeah?
The mosquitoes aren't so bad once they carry off all the red pickup trucks.
Wow. That's scary. You spend a lot of time in this game
Not doing anything?
traveling extreme distance, what feel like extreme distances, or more correctly, like realistic distances, to sort of get tiny little ticks ahead of whatever it is you're doing. Because so we start with 3,000. Is it marks? No, it might be marks.
Finnish currency.
Yeah, whatever it is. And there's a series
I'm
of...
ready for this to be unpronounceable.
Yeah. There's a series of...
Well, now they just
from
use,
the 90s.
Marca. Yeah, marks.
Yeah, right, Marca. And there's a series of odd jobs you can do to make more money. And these odd jobs include delivering firewood.
Okay.
Which you have to chop by hand.
And
And fill a trailer with.
Oh, that sucks so hard.
152 pieces. Maybe 153. You deliver it to a super drunk guy who you have to be very careful around, because if you bump into him, he dies. Or just falls asleep. I wasn't sure. You can also use the sewage truck to suck sewage, which pays reasonably well. But be careful, because if you fall in the sewer well, you die.
I am okay with that.
Yeah, it's like, you know what? This is fine.
Yeah, it's better this way.
It's just like, it gives the newspaper something interesting to do. Just like, local youth drowns in feculence.
Not the way you think.
I might actually... No, it doesn't matter if I sprint, because...
As someone points out in chat, that's exactly what you want to deliver to a drunk man. Fire. If you walk on the road, can you just get run over by someone?
Yes. There was one... Well, there's a couple cars, but there's one that you have to worry about.
God, this feels like being on a reserve.
Right?
Yeah.
A lot of, like, people who were watching me play this game on my home stream found this to be uncomfortably realistic. So here's the town, which consists of, like, 4 buildings, a church, and a store. That over there is the inspection site.
Ah, okay, so in order to get your car, you have to get your car inspected, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Can you drive it to the inspection site?
Yes.
Okay.
You need to get have it pass inspection to get a license. So This is the store, post office, pub combination. I don't know why there's a bus stop. I don't think there's any buses. Okay, we need fan belt, 3 brake clutch fluids, motor oil, coolant, mosquito spray.
God, yes, please.
Potato chips are a sucker bet. Trying to remember which one of these is the most efficient. I think it's... What's the total? No, we're just gonna go nuts with food here.
Don't want to have to do this too many times.
Nope. Pizza. Oh, this, I don't know if this has been implemented yet, but you can buy sugar and yeast to brew
beer?
moonshine.
Yeah.
I'll buy beer next time because I can't really carry it right now. I have only one set of hands.
What's in the cans?
Unlabeled stuff, yeah, so far. Okay, so I think that should be good. This is... Yeah, that's like a third of our budget, so sure. Thank you. Very, very gently set this down. I don't know.
Close the goddamn door.
I don't know why I'm shutting the door, but... Okay, and now we take this back.
I forget who it was, but somebody was commenting that I always close the door and turn off the lights when we were playing Gone Home, which apparently I commented on.
Really?
But I don't really remember it.
Well, that's interesting. Is I find that I do that in games that are like really simulator heavy because you get into the role play of it, which is a special quality. It's like I feel compelled to behave in a manner consistent with, you know, a person of this world.
Yeah.
As opposed to, you know, a player playing a game. Because, you know, there's some games that where you're quite removed from the, you know, supposed reality of the game. Like Magic is a good example. Nobody really role plays that game at all because there's not really anything to role play. It's like cards that interact in ways.
Yeah. I would really like to know what it means to brainstorm.
Yeah. Okay, settle down. I think that's okay. Yeah, that should be fine.
Will it become damaged?
Or
Or will it just fall out of the boat?
we'll find out. It'll be exciting. Also, I should save. Oh wait, there's no saving. Ha! Right! I remember how this works. Okay, let's put this in
reverse. Hello, the tunneling cat.
Hey, buddy. And then let's put this in first. Try to turn it around. Come on, one time.
Ying, 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 ying.
God damn it. Put it back in reverse. Here we go. Here we go now. Okay. We're good. So now we drive back.
Okay.
And watch this very carefully. Because what should happen is it will migrate in the boat until it goes under the running boards or whatever the hell they're called, and then it'll stay there.
Okay.
Or keep it from bouncing out of the boat.
Oh, if you hit a wave?
Yeah. You can't drown in this game, luckily. Mainly because the water is actually just like a paper-thin layer, and there's nothing underneath.
Okay.
But like a riverbed. So, yeah, this game just assembles all of these different experiences that are very ordinary and very kind of like it flies sort of in contravention or in opposition to a lot of the traditional sensibilities of video games. You know, having them in fantastical settings and like the player being massively empowered, or you know, just having access to all this sort of stuff. this instead is looking to emulate, you know,
The
like
the mundane.
the mundane. Like it's just like it, and yet I found it really weirdly compelling.
Okay, do you remember The Simpsons? It was just like a weird little interstitial where they're at an arcade, and Bart and Milhouse are playing like, you know, Monkey Punch or whatever.
Yeah.
And it pans over to Martin, who's playing My Breakfast with Andre, right, or My Dinner with Andre,
Uh-huh.
and he's like choosing between dialogue options, and he's like, "Ooh, tell me more."
It's good.
Right?
Yeah.
That doesn't seem so ridiculous anymore.
It sure doesn't, and,
Yeah.
and that's exciting because, you know, I like that we're at a point where games like this can exist, and not only exist, like thrive really well. This game sold extremely well, and I think there's something on a lot of different levels for people because, you know, I think a lot of people got way into the tinkering, which is a lot of fun. I got into the complete experience of, you know, doing everything in this game. You know, you go around, suck somebody's sewage, they pay you, and then you just like flip them off. Drink a beer. The beer, like, it reduces your thirst a little bit and your hunger a tiny bit.
Increases urine.
But yeah, and it increases urine. But I will frequently just drink beer when it feels appropriate for the character.
You just crack a beer.
Yeah, because that's what you would do.
Yeah.
And it's interesting to me, you know, because like I've never had like known this existence.
Right.
So maybe in some ways, simulating it was, you know, a brand new experience that I would have never had otherwise. Because like I've never lived out in the country.
Well, like, I mean, I'm really overstating my rural cred here. As anyone who knows me may figure out, I'm not really, you know, the outdoorsy type. But I definitely shared in this experience. Even if I didn't live it, I definitely, like, spent time here.
Yeah, that's the
well,
thing.
not here,
think,
like, in Finland, but, like, this analogous experience here.
Well, I think my connection to this experience was when I would visit my grandpa, where his property, you know, was out in Aldershot, you know, and everything was super far apart. And there was a corner store, like, down the highway.
Right.
Past trees and maybe one other farm.
Right.
And, you know, there was just, like, nothing there. You know, that was interesting in its own right, because, you know, he used to be a scrap dealer and he had all these, you know, buses full of weird junk and piles of refuse and stuff, and that was interesting for, you know, a kid to climb through and hopefully not get hurt on. But, yeah, the sort of, you know, making your own fun kind of the simple life, as it were.
Like, I definitely had a similar experience where you're a teenager and you've been working summer jobs or jobs whatever, and you don't have any expenses because you live with your parents, so suddenly you've got like a couple grand.
Please don't burst. That would be awful. I wonder what that says. But yeah, so, you know, I imagine
it probably says like, thanks for shopping.
Yeah. That's probably how this kind of situation occurs. You know, it's just like you've been saving up because you live with your parents. You know, they pay for everything. And so you bought a bunch of parts that they allowed you to put in the garage and assemble over the course of the summer. So, my technique for this game is to store all of my food shit in the van. Because that way I can move my inventory.
Don't the sausages need to be refrigerated?
Nope.
Really?
Not yet.
Okay. What happens if
shit,
the bag
hang on.
bursts? Phone's ringing?
Yep.
Oh, shit. Dude, you left the door open. It's going to be full of mosquitoes now.
Fine. Sure thing, buddy. That's us.
Okay.
That's the town.
Okay.
So we took that route.
All right.
That guy's over there. So I don't know if we have time to do that, but we may do that at some point. There's like so much to do in this game. I'm trying to remember how to open this bag actually. Wow, it's heavy. Come on. It should just be... there we go.
People were saying that the bag says it's the only one.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
So this fan belt is the only part that... oh shit, I should have taken a postal order with me as well. My strats are all over the place.
So, loose play.
Yeah, loose play. I mean, we won't need to worry about... Like, there's no way we're actually going to get to, like, fine-tuning this car. But I may as well put the rest of this shit over where it belongs.
Brake fluid, which I experienced as a nerd, as the best way of removing paint from Warhammer figures.
Nice. I just realized that I left the oil and coolant at the store.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Why?
I forgot.
How?
I forgot that they spawn in front of you, and that you have to carry them manually. Oh well, it's fine.
The clerk doesn't yell at you?
No, he doesn't care. They're probably still going to be there by the time we get back. But for now, we have food and we have materials.
We're quite thirsty, and and going to the store really winded us. Let me tell you what.
Yep. So we'll go fix that, and then we will get to work. Get some.
Does all the mosquito repellent do is turn off the mosquito noise?
I think so. All right, so let's go slake our thirst. I'm gonna save the beer for...
Put it in the fridge, dude.
Fuck no, we need it out here.
Bucket of water and ice and road salt.
So I don't need to worry about fatigue just yet, because now we're just gonna be wandering around. Okay, so what do you want to work on? The car itself, like the body, or do you actually want to put the engine together?
Let's work on the... Let's get the wheels on so we can actually move it around before it gets too heavy.
Well, let's see it. Like I said, there's many ways you can approach this. So I'm going to try and do this from memory somewhat. I think we want to jack the front up. And this is how it starts. You just, you have these tools.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't really tell you... I mean, it tells you nothing about how to actually build it. I took a guide so that I could have some basics. But how you accomplish this task, and then what you do with the car once it's finished, is your own business.
Dude, do you have a manual for your car?
Nope.
Oh, God.
That'd be
What
great.
are those manuals called? Like, they're so iconic. They've got the 3/4 view.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Like blueprint on the front?
Okay. Right. We start with the subframe. I think.
Yeah, Chilton manual.
Hold up. Plank. Fuck, what size? We need to get our tools out here.
Like, I had a friend who had, I've had this experience with, a Mazda RX-7 and a Volkswagen bus.
Nice. But yeah, because everything is all like physics based, you have all these experiences spontaneously of just like, where the fuck did I leave my tools? Because it would have been super easy to just, have the tools, accessible to you all the time. So I need subframe. There we go. So I'm going to cheat a little bit and look up.
I mean, I didn't do that, but friends had those vehicles.
And now...
Guys, I'm so old.
The Titan command is roll the mouse wheel, by the way.
I like that.
So there are a tiny few video game conveniences. One of the big ones being bolt highlighting. Assuming you know where the fuck all the bolts are. Okay.
Who did I read as an English major? My focus was in lit theory, so I read a lot of Deleuze and Guattari and a lot of like Barthes and a lot of Baudrillard.
I think the steering column goes in next.
I liked the postmoderns. Oh yeah, does this game have VR?
Maybe. Spend a lot of time. Also, like being able to move shit through other shit.
Oh, thank you, Kimberleeds.
Well, that sure didn't work. Hold on.
I think that needs to go through into where you are, dude.
How many summer cars have you built?
Oh god, am I doing the thing where I'm like watching someone do something and I'm like, this is totally unrealistic?
Yeah, maybe.
That's not how you parry.
Why is that not going in place? Hold on. The struggle is real. Hold on. Huh. Well, maybe we'll just leave that there and figure it out later. Oh, no, I need the steering rack. Whatever the fuck that is. Right! Yes! Ah, that's why it's not going in. Because it doesn't have this to connect to.
My fondest memory of helping a friend out with a project was helping a friend build a basement suite in their home. And they said, hand me that piece of trim, because there was a piece of like molding that they were using as like padding for when they were hammering something. Right? They would hammer that and it would prevent like marks from being in the wall.
Yeah.
And I looked at the piece of trim and thought, that cannot possibly be what they meant. That can't be it. So they have to have meant something else. Trim. There's a saw here. That is used to trim things.
Oh no.
I'll give that to them. And I handed them the saw, and they looked at it and said, I can see your exact thought process here.
Nice. So here's an example of how this sort of like gameplay manifests itself. It's like even with a guide, I forgot that this has to go in first.
Right.
Then you install the steering column and then you bolt all that shit down. And I had a great time putting this together. The first like.
This seems very meditative.
It is kind of like, you know, it's weird because it's meditative, also punctuated by like weird distractions. So
like the phone will ring and you'll come
and you'll
back
be like,
and be like,
ah! And
did I bolt this in or
yeah,
not?
It's like every part of the game kind of contributes to like the whole experience. You know, the weird little spontaneous frustrations. Like, yeah, the phone rings when you're in the middle of something, and you feel actually like, who the fuck is that? And if you get too frustrated, you just unplug the fucking phone.
Ha!
I'm gonna leave it.
Oh, and it's got weird fucked up European voltage. Like weird mirror universe voltage.
Yep.
Yeah, no, this is very much the experience of building a life-size model plane.
Yep. Okay, where... Hang on. Let me get... There's a lean over key.
Where instead of tweezers and dropping a piece onto the floor and having it roll under a bookshelf and just be gone forever, here you just drop a car onto your head.
Yep. I've not done that, but one time...
Good.
To install a bunch of stuff underneath the car, I thought it would be a good idea to raise it up on the forklift.
Uh-oh.
And it worked, but it fucked the bodywork up so bad.
I can imagine.
This car is very fragile, and the physics are a little loosey-goosey.
Right.
So, like, I bumped into it at one point, and it sucked. Oh, shit.
Oh no!
It's too late.
No,
I definitely pushed the wrong key.
Oh
there.
God! Why? It's your car,
I
dude.
know.
It's gonna corrode the paint. You've got to wash it now.
It's mine now. I was gonna show you my fucked up hand, but instead I peed in my car.
Oh,
What key is that?
dude, you're dribbling.
It's fine. It's O. So, the hitchhike button is wonderful because it serves double purpose of you can actually use it to hitchhike with
Right.
with the one car that
Comes around.
Comes around.
Green car.
and you can also just express your approval. Just be like, "Yep, that's good.
Job's a good one.
Fuck this shit.
Go-
Love it. Go to pussy, please."
I love the literal translations
Yeah,
of
it's-
various curses. Like, that reminds me of Snow Crash, where at
Yep.
one point he's talking about he's talking about like fighting with his samurai sword, and how there's a Japanese concept of zanshin.
Oh, right, Zanshin.
Yeah, which means like spiritual intensity. And he's like, although that's a poor translation, because translating zanshin into English is a bit like translating fuckface into Japanese, right? Like it doesn't actually mean anything
Yeah.
so much as it's a thing you say, and everyone understands what you mean.
Yeah.
Aren't you gonna go wash your hands?
Nope. They're gonna get covered in rust anyway. Yeah, once we pin our fatigue, we will go rest. All right. Wishbone's spindles are next.
I like how you have neatly laid out all the parts.
Yeah, so you can at
Like
least
the
see them.
prequel is going to be you ordering all of these, right?
Yeah.
And then having to lay them out.
This is front right? Hold on. This is spindle, front right. Front right. There we go. Oh, I had it backwards. I also like that the quality of the parts is awful. Like, they're all rusty.
Yeah.
It's obviously,
Because-
like, you paid bottom dollar for all of this
And
stuff.
because this is the internet, you found these in like a newspaper or
Well, it's the
no,
90s. You
it's-
probably... I
it's-
think you mail ordered it.
Yeah, well you would have found it in like whatever the used car parts guide is.
Yeah. Oh,
Right? Or gone to a junkyard.
yeah. There is actually like a trash heap that you can get a sofa from. And I think it's where all the lost items respawn.
Right.
This is also the first game I've ever played that has 2 levels of crouch. Like,
Well, you
you're
have to get-
standing, and then you
right,
go crouch,
crouch,
and then
and
you
then-
crouch lower.
Huh.
Actually, that's not true. Stalker has 2 levels of crouch.
Yeah, I was going to say Lars told me that you can always tell the new players in Battlefield
Yep.
who have come from Call of Duty because they keep trying to go prone.
Yeah.
And they just die because in Call of Duty you can just spring up from being prone, but in Battlefield it takes you a bunch of actions to get up from being prone.
Oh, I see.
So they'll run up to you, shoot a bunch, and drop down to prone
Yeah. That's awkward.
to try and like dodge.
Uh-huh.
How many levels of crouch are you on right now?
Oh, like 2, my dude. You're like a little baby. Falls through the map. So despite having done this before, I have to remember
Yeah,
where all these parts go. There we go.
Out of curiosity, is the couch you find just like a indestructible polyester cover over a writhing heap of couch-shaped rats?
Something like that. God, you're giving me flashbacks of Abby's comic that she posted recently
Oh.
when she adopted a wild possum.
Oh,
It's very upsetting. It had problems.
I can imagine.
Can you? Okay, so we can't tighten this yet because you need to install the struts first.
Okay.
So we'll get to that. Steering rods, disc brakes are next. I can't imagine what this would have been like trying to just figure it out. in the first place, because I used a guide because I don't know anything about cars, and I feel that this experience weirdly has taught me a bunch of things about cars. 1x14. Okay, install half shafts first. Got it. So, in another sense, this was actually like kind of educational, because I know basically how a car works.
People are just screaming at us to sleep.
It's fine. It's not even redlined yet. You're gonna have to trust me here that I know what I'm doing. I don't actually know what I'm doing.
You get your shocks, or no, half shafts. Okay.
So these ordinarily, I think you need to have the engine in place, but I think you can dry mount them.
Okay.
For now, I just need to remember. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, this definitely ended up being the way that I preferred putting this rig together. Perfect. Okay, so half shafts, 1x14, which is shared. Yeah, there's some hierarchy on the parts, which is interesting. Wait, where is it? Ah, it's this one. So this holds those together, and this holds these together.
Wheels held on by a single bolt.
Yep. No, it's fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything's super duper fine. Half shafts, and then the struts.
Making jokes about when jokes about the camshaft will come up.
God damn it. I mean, the camshaft will come up at some point.
Damn right.
Oh man, dude. Boink. Well, that's super. I'm gonna turn the light on because it's starting to get dark. The day-night cycle screws you over so bad because you'll be working in this situation and then it turns like pitch black at night, and then you can't see.
Oh
anything.
yeah, you're way far north, so when the sun sets, it's just gone.
4x9. Or wait a minute. Oh, there's so many. 3x10. Let's do these ones first. 10. But just like the level of minutiae, which you would, like, from an objective assessment, this shouldn't work as something that engages players. Because this is just like busy work.
Right.
But this is, on some level, also a puzzle game.
Yeah.
But it's a puzzle game that actually follows goddamn logic. Because this is how an engine goes together, and you can sort of work that out. And maybe that's another reason why I appreciated it so much. It's like, oh, this actually, I know what the end goal is.
Right.
And then it's actual like troubleshooting, in the way that you would, maintenance something actually. And you're just like, okay, I did all this stuff. Okay, this shit doesn't work. Why doesn't it work? Let's troubleshoot.
Right.
But it's in, a fictional setting, so it becomes, a game. Struts 4x9. 9. I like that they're called spanners. Man, I can't wait for My Summer Car 2, where they don't let you phase through matter. And you actually have to, like, contort yourself in, and you, like, cut your jugular on the, like, rusted hub of your car. Gigas. It's like, how realistic can you make something before it becomes unplayable?
I really like those two link comments in chat.
What's that? It's pronounced GIF, it's pronounced GIF.
Yeah.
Okay, so 4. So the reason you have to tighten these, all this stuff, is because, otherwise it will fall apart.
Right. Your fatigue is redlined.
So now we sleep. You actually have a lot of time between when you start redlining on fatigue and when it actually kills you. I've actually never died to fatigue
I think it would be really interesting if the fatigue actually just meant a lot of your work didn't work.
Oh, that would be scary. Or your vision starts going to shit. Okay.
Yeah.
So we have...
Or if the things you think you're doing don't actually get done.
And then 112mm, because I almost did that thing where I didn't get all of the bolts together. That's the last one. So yeah, there's little dependencies here that you have to bear in mind. Okay. Perfect. Let's go sleep.
Shouldn't we turn off the light in the garage?
It's fine. My parents are going to pay for it.
Just gonna eat a pack of sausages.
Just drink out of the tap. Like, that's... How good is that? You're just like, I'm thirsty. I'll drink out of the faucet. Go to sleep with Wrench. We can probably turn this back up a little bit because we're not using the boat. So now it's the middle of the night. And I may try something that I've not done before.
Is the guy calling just being like, where the fuck's
Oh,
my
God.
firewood?
Shit, all the fucking lights are off. No, that's the fridge. Hang on, I'll figure this out. Oh God, I'm completely blind. Hang on, okay, the light is,
Okay.
it's there.
God damn it!
It's on this wall.
Yeah, didn't we unplug the phone?
No, we plugged it back in. Fuck, I can't fucking see.
Here, let me get the lights in the room.
I doubt it will help. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Come on. Oh, I'm so close. I can smell it. Oh,
Oh, okay.
we found it. We found a completely different light switch, but we found it. So, there again.
Right.
Like, that's, you know, like, it's almost like the whole game is just emergent gameplay.
Yeah.
And these weird, stupid little disasters that we've all experienced in real life, represented in a virtual space, which makes it interesting. It's just like, you know, when is a game being like, oh, fuck, I fell asleep and didn't turn the lights on. So now I'm staggering around in pitch darkness trying to remember where the fucking lights are. So, all right, the thing I'm going to do is, this is a feature they added.
Just turn on the test pattern?
Watcher fatigue. I think they added this so that you could make yourself tired enough to go to sleep when you need to.
That's brilliant.
I know, right? So you just watch the test pattern until you're so tired you can't, like, stay awake. We should also probably have a sauna before we go to bed.
Oh god, if you fall asleep in the sauna, you must be so dead.
I don't think you can, because you can only sleep in your bed. Which is really frightening. Because if you're, like, on the other side of town, and you run out of gas and your fatigue redlines, you're like, I'm gonna die out here. I hope they add the ability to, like, sleep in bus stops or something.
Huh.
Alright, now the best part of the game.
God. Have you ever had to watch CBC North?
I've not.
Simpsons? Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Wait, that's it?
Yep.
Jeez. That's a little worrisome. So, this shower does not work yet, which means the only way to get clean in the game is to sauna. Oh, fuck. I have to turn it on. I forgot to do this first, because we're not in good shape. So we will actually have to come back to this once it's heated up. So we'll probably do it first thing in the morning. gonna leave this light on. There we go.
I like how whoever called.
I know who called.
Oh?
A guy drunk at the pub who needs a ride home.
Huh.
I've never completed that mission,
Mm-hmm.
but it's so much risk to so little reward.
Right.
Because you have to drive, and driving
In the dark.
is fucking dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
And he gives you like
$10.
yeah, something like that, and it's like that's about how that would go.
Yep.
You know.
Being a cabbie sucks.
Okay. God damn it. Well, we'll have to do this later.
What is up with that gauge?
It's
It's tasteful. It's funny.
very tasteful. Nope. Yeah, I don't think it's hot enough. Shit.
Oh no, it's gone forever.
I got it. Yeah, we'll come back for sauna. I think by the time we're dirty enough for it to be a problem, we will be on top of that. All right. Fresh daylight. Back to it. Okay, so we got this the struts. Steering rod adjust. Fuck it, doesn't matter. So trailing arms are next, which means that we can drop this down. Come on.
What, onto the...
Well, the front is done. Actually, no, it's not done. I'm an idiot.
Shouldn't it have...
We need to put the fucking wheels
tires?
on. Shh! You're not smarter than me. There's no gas cap on this car, but on the other ones, yeah, you do have to definitely put on a gas cap. We should also save.
Oh god.
So let's do that.
Aiming by having to pee in the toilet? Oh, this is hell.
Oh yeah? Yeah, it's... Oh, that is a good toilet. There's one thing. Yeah, okay, so when it does this, you press it again to make an effort.
Just push. Push the last bit out.
Yep. God damn it. Too realistic. I don't know why the toilet is a save. Your parents, like, never come back, as far as I know. So let's get the tires on.
This can be added to our new list of euphemisms for needing to use the toilet.
I need to go save.
Yeah. I need to go drop a sweet katana.
Yep.
I gotta go... What's Hanzo's alt?
Dragon Strike?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, god damn it. It fell. Hold on. I need to position this a little better. That looks better. Gotta go hit the save point. Number 1's quick save, number 2 is hard save. Come on, you can do it. It's still not positioned correctly, but it's positioned correctly enough that it will work.
That sounds like a good way to die.
Probably. Okay, so I think, yeah, we can put the
Your
wheels.
parents are going to come home and find your putrescent corpse pinned under your car.
Yeah. Hit!
Front
Front
left.
is this one.
Do you get hubcaps?
Yep.
Cool. Are they chrome? Do you get spinners?
You might be able to order them. Actually, speaking of which, after we put these on, I'm going to show you the catalog. Okay, so for... What are the wheels? The wheels are on here somewhere. 4x13.
4x13.
Got it. Big cheats.
That's what, 4 9ths, 4 8ths?
Something like that. Definitely gotta make sure this is on.
Type them crosswise.
Wait, really?
Yep. There you go.
I don't think it makes any difference in the game, but that is actually interesting. See, I learn all sorts of stuff from this game. Which is weird because, like, I doubt that the intent was to educate. But, you know, when you have something this grand, it's probably misleading in a lot of ways, but it was certainly interesting. It's like, if an educational game was like this, maybe more people would play it, because it would be totally sweet. So, I think that does it for the front wheels. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
See? And so, like, your
No
sense
leaf springs?
Sorry?
No leaf springs?
No. And in the rear, also no leaf springs. It's a different design, I think.
Okay.
So your sense of accomplishment, like, there's no fanfare at all. There's a couple of achievements in this game, but again, the experience of, you know, feeling proud of what you've done, sometimes is as simple as, like, getting one piece on. And I think that's really interesting because, like I said, you know, a lot of the sense of, you know, what the point of video games are, or, you know, what success is in a video game, is really, it's like dictated to the player. In some respects, you know, it's just like you beat the level, or you got, you know, the MacGuffin, or you know, tricked a Chivo or something.
But here it just works or doesn't.
Yeah. So, like, there's similar to how in Minecraft, your sense of achievement in that game is tied to whatever the hell you choose it to be. In this game, your sense of achievement is tied to how well you're able to construct this thing, or just give up and, like, throw it in the trash heap. Like, maybe you just go to town on it with the sledgehammer, which is apparently supposed to fix problems with the bodywork, but doesn't actually work. It's just a way to fuck your car up worse. Is this the right one? Rear,
right,
left. Durr. Read the labels.
That seems like the exact kind of thing that you would spend half an hour being like,
you're just like, why won't it go
fucking
on?
Fit? Oh.
You feel really stupid. Let's wait till he notices. Rear right. I mean, I will hopefully be forgiven for flipping my rights and lefts. Doink. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, trailing arms 2x12. But yeah, just
Oh yeah. Do you have a parking brake so it doesn't roll forward?
Yes, but it's not installed yet.
Oh.
It's fine. It's perfectly fine. It has no inertia. It can't go anywhere, right?
Yeah, of course. It's not on an inclined plane. And you're not pushing on it.
Yeah. So, why did I spend, like, in some ways, you know, this is kind of a rhetorical question, but it's like, why did I spend 81 hours on this game? Like, because so much of it, on the surface, seems like, you know, this miserable chore. But it was so interesting. I couldn't stop playing it. Like, I got so fixated on this game.
Well, people do this.
Yeah.
Right? This is...
Well, it's you know, this is an experience that, you know, because people build hobby cars like this. And all this is doing is virtualizing that experience. Which, as far as I know, is either not a common thing or has never been done before. And so, you know, anybody who actually, you know, doesn't live in the country or, you know, can't afford a summer car can now have that experience with all the frustration and weird bullshit that goes with it.
Could I do this IRL because of the game? Yeah, sure. No problem.
I think it would be more difficult, but it might give you... Oh, for fuck's sake. What? What do you want? Yeah, totes. Maybe eventually. I am going to finish these rear tires, and then we will go on break, I think.
Where do you dump the sewage? Like, just in the lake? Or...
You're supposed to dump it at a landfill site. But I just put it wherever. Because I'm a bad person. And that in itself became a sort of... is Coil Springs next? Trailing Arms Coil Springs, yes. That became a aspect of playing this game for me when I was playing it on my home stream.
Yeah,
It was,
Coil Springs.
It was so funny because I pumped this guy's sewage and then drove like 100 yards away behind a berm or something and just sort of like looked around, casually opened the nozzle, and just sort of like sat there watching this like stream.
Have you ever had the paperboy job where you get flyer day and the flyers just go into a dumpster
Oh,
because nobody wants them?
that's harsh. I think like spamming people by paper mail, I think, is one of the most wasteful things we do. I think it's really stupid. I would prefer to get email spam
Yeah.
to like actual, because it go like our building has a recycling box right next to it because it goes straight from your box into the recycling.
Yeah.
Like that printing serves no purpose, and I think that's awful. And it's like, and you can't opt out of it. They just do it because they can,
Yeah.
because they have your address, and you know, on the off chance there must, like, the numbers must line up in a way that means that you can that they get some sort of return on it. Otherwise, they wouldn't do it.
Also, I love this, where you're like, does it go in this way? No.
Yep. Sounds like, does it go in this way?
How about this way? What about on the other side?
Got it. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
like if you
throw
never
them in the bushes. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so these are shock absorbers 1x12 and 2x6. Whoa. Hold on. Hold up. Okay, I have a 12. Whoa. Sir? Nice.
Yeah.
Just gonna lean in here.
I'm absolutely shocked that there isn't a milk carton for you to sit on.
Yeah,
until you get the
that would be
seats
pretty
in.
good. Well, you at least have the seats to install,
Yeah.
which is good.
What percentage of this car's bodywork is rust?
Yeah,
Yeah, it
at
looks
least
fine.
10.
Looks fine. It's fine.
Some amount of it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine.
That's decorative.
It's rustic.
Yeah,
It's
look at it
v- it's-
underneath.
it's
It's totally
vintage.
fine. The frame's fine.
Hold on.
That's just the bodywork.
Now I'm curious.
No, don't even bother. That'll bug. Oh, no, that's fine. That's fine. That's all surface. That's all surface.
It'll come off with normal use, right?
Yeah. You'll just you'll steel wool that right off.
Yep. So this flashlight, which you just have, is wonderful because you can use it, like you can turn it on and place it like this to shed light on parts that you're trying to see.
Right.
You can use it to work in the dark, and it turns out you can use it to do a rudimentary wheel alignment.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't figure out how to do that, but apparently it works, which is crazy. I just paid to have my wheels aligned because I didn't want to figure that out.
Okay. Sorry, you mentioned the sledgehammer can be used to fix the bodywork.
Yep.
We all know the best way to get dents out of the bodywork of a teenager's car
Yeah.
is with the bass on your stereo.
Yep. Just like pump that right out.
like, I remember one of these cars where a friend, a guy I knew,
Nice.
drained a deuce of Diet Pepsi in one pull and belched so loud we thought he set up a standing wave in the roof of the car, of the van.
Holy shit.
Of the van.
That's... Wow. That's incredible.
Yeah.
George Carlin had a comedy routine about these little moments that he described that everybody knows about. And he described, like, weird personal little experiences that everybody's had and very seldom get talked about. This is like a game about that.
John was a very big man. John was a large man. This was also a dude who blew his new stereo system in his car and took it into the shop where he bought the stereo and was like, "Yeah, I don't know what happened." And they powered it on and hit eject, and a CD with sine waves on it came out. And they're like, "You didn't even take out the CD you used to blow up the stereo?" Out.
That's really funny. Sine waves?
Yeah, just sine waves to test it out, right? And they're like, whatever you do to a new stereo or your speakers, don't just run sine waves through them.
That sounds really stupid. Oh,
apparently we haven't bolted the right shot.
I totally haven't! And that could have really screwed us later.
Yeah, because the shot comes out and suddenly your car starts doing this.
Yep.
Down the road until you try to take a corner when you're at the top of one of those bounces and you just fly away into the sky.
Let's fix that. Because we got talking about stuff and we forgot these important little bolts. But again, like, if I hadn't seen that, or the chat hadn't seen it, the second and successful build of this car that I made, I was having a hell of a time with an oil leak and trying to get it to perform properly.
Right.
And it turned out, like, my header wasn't bolted on.
Oh,
like,
God.
at all?
Can you build a new gasket out of a manila envelope?
That's a thing you can do?
With a lawnmower, sure.
That's really funny. Oh, dear. Okay, so the tires were like 14 millimeter? Or, I don't remember. Is it 13?
13 was the...
Hey, Lamau. Yeah.
Cross. Tighten cross.
Yes, Mr. Lauder. I wonder if they would do that. If they added that as a thing.
That's the thing you can do once. Like, that's what we did in power mechanics in high school.
Was that?
When we were building two-stroke engines, or rebuilding two-stroke engines.
Yeah.
You made a gasket out of manila envelope soaked in oil, because all you had to do was start your engine, right? To get your A.
Fan-fucking-tastic. Okay, so...
Ricky had a van. We covered that piece of crap in duct tape instead of painting it. Yeah, Gravity Pike.
All right. This looks like it's in good shape.
I was just waiting for the day when we'd be driving along, and suddenly there would be a patwing noise, and a cylinder-shaped hole would appear in the hood.
Oh my god, okay, I had that experience in this game, where I was driving down the road, and suddenly, like, I heard a kind of a pop, and my engine died.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, what's wrong? And I, like, got out and looked around, and was like, what the fuck is this? I go behind the car, and about, like, 5 yards away is a piston. It's like, ooh, that's supposed to be inside the engine. And there was just, like, engine gibbs everywhere. And I was like, oh, no. Rip.
You jibbed your car?
I killed the fucker.
Oh, God.
It was not good. Okay, now comes the fun part. Oh, fuck! This is what I mean about the physics being a little loosey-goosey.
Can it just fly away?
I think so. I want to get a fly. I want an aeroplane.
I want a Milky Way. Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna push it right in. God, another thing that happened in my high school power mechanics class. Did you know oxyacetylene is heavier than air?
Oh no. I don't want to know how or
Just
why you figured
look at
that
where
out.
you're pushing that thing.
It's fine.
And tell me what you think happened.
This is fine. For, like, another video game convenience you have is that you have superhuman strength. Otherwise, this would be even harder than it already is. Yeah, that'll do. That's fine. Just gonna jump through the car. Here we go.
Yeah, it's a boom pit. The ignition source is the overhead lights.
Oh, God. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Hold on. In order for the proper experience. Yep. Yeah. Flashlights on, dude.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Okay, we can fix this. This'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, no. I have a way better idea. Way better / worse.
Do you have a
idea.
winch on the
Yep.
on your dad's
Yep.
on your dad's van?
There are so many little.
Like the only thing that really is alien to me is that this should be a truck.
Oh, like a pickup truck?
Yeah, like a Ford truck without actual with vents that are actually just like holes in the bottom that you open up with little doors over them.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, this van runs on diesel.
Okay.
Your car runs on gasoline.
Never mix those up.
I hear.
Never mix those up.
I've heard. I don't know what happens if you do.
Car does not go.
I heard one way isn't so bad.
No, they're both quite bad.
Oh, okay.
One you can pump out. The other one is just diesel burns much hotter than gasoline.
Ah. You know what? I'm just gonna do this front way so I can see what the hell I'm doing. Just run over all my tools.
When I worked for Highways, we got really nice rental vehicles. I got the 1989 Toyota. Beach, just come down, hang out, dude.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah,
For
of
serious,
anyone, yeah,
if
Beach,
you-
come
if
down,
you-
hang out if you're up.
Oh, right. Nice and easy. Nice and easy.
Oh, you gotta hit the skeeter spray, dude.
Yeah. See, this totally worked. I can't believe it worked.
Yeah, you can pump gasoline out of a diesel tank, but diesel in a gas engine is real bad.
Okay, let's try this again. Can I
Yeah,
get
it's
these
not
doors?
even a winch, it's just towing rope. Wow.
Yeah. Man, I wish I had a winch. That would be sweet.
Yeah, then you wouldn't have to drive, right?
Okay, so let's try to just align the... Oh, right. Inukchuk!
This thing probably only weighs, what, like 500 kilos so far?
Yeah, I guess.
No engine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems fine.
Sure,
That's fine.
Sure,
Yeah.
it's close enough. We'll get it more.
Yeah. Have you put the steering wheel on? That might help.
Will it? I think it's probably just gonna roll straight-ish.
Well, then you.
Are you kidding me?
Fine. Yes. What? What?
I'm busy. Oh, right, the saddest call in the whole game.
Was that like an 8-year-old who needs to poop?
And he can't because his dad is too fucked up to, like...
Oh.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so now let's just roll it forward a little bit. Okay, let's fix the alignment on the front. Okay, this is actually looking better than last time. Just gotta give it a little tiny nudge. Tiny little nudge. And then push it on that side.
Do you have a girlfriend who you don't know is still your girlfriend? Like
Maybe.
Like one of those high school girlfriends who stops being your girlfriend because suddenly you just never talk to each other again in your life?
You just like, yeah, and it wasn't anything that anybody did.
You just kind of forgot?
You just forgot about dating.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, her.
This is actually not bad. I'm gonna nudge it a little bit in this direction. That'll do. Every time. Let's make sure our wheels are okay. Yeah, that's starting.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's
starting
good.
to drift a bit.
You're good. You're good.
It's okay. Just nudge it a little tiny bit. There we go. Just a little bit more.
Yeah, is that a mosquito or a fly? Because your dirtiness is maxed out.
Oh, I think that's actually you might be right.
Really?
Yeah, I think that as your dirtiness increases, the fly noise increases.
Oh my god. You just have that awful teenager smell.
Oh god. I think I remember that smell.
I do not. Because I was inside it.
Smells you don't remember because you were making them.
Better than the smells you do remember because you were making them.
Ugh. Why won't you go any further? Is it caught on something?
Do you ever Graham?
What?
Which is you beef so bad even you have to leave the room.
Wow! That's intense. I probably have. I mean, I lived with the guy for a while, so it's just like, oh, dude, that is... I need to be very careful I don't fall in there right now.
Yeah, because you can't get out.
Yep.
I mean...
I made that mistake so many times the first time playing it. I'll probably make it again. Please move. Why are you not moving anymore? I want you to move forward.
Yeah, what's wrong here?
I don't know. I don't know what it's stuck on.
Maybe go make peas and...
Oh, hang on. Maybe that unstuck it. It's probably some sort of, like, physics bullshit. Where it's, like, stuck on a pixel or something. Come on.
What did you do, Sakiel 1?
Just, like... uninhabitable for 15 minutes? Wow! That's dank. I don't know if it's gonna go in there. I don't know why.
I have a choice for a booster box. What do I get? If you have to buy a booster box right now, get Cons.
Oh, yeah, actually.
Get Cons of Tarkir.
Good value.
Don't buy Eternal Masters, buy Cons of Tarkir.
For fetches?
Yeah. Foil fetches are just,
Never gonna go down.
yeah.
So I think we're gonna be able to
Or
get
just
there
fetches
by,
in general.
we're gonna get there by slowly hopping it.
Khans of Tarkir have the allied color fetch lands in them. The Oblivion fetches.
Oblivion fetches?
Yeah, weren't they in
Or, not Oblivion.
Odyssey.
Odyssey, yeah.
Odyssey fetches?
Almost. Just
The idea of being like, I wonder why it isn't rolling. Oh, well. Oh, you're in it for a cube. Oh, I'm sorry, Lunatic Prince. Onslaught fetches. God. Sorry. I'm
a fake gamer. Fake magic
I'm watching
player.
a friend build a car. I'm role-playing somebody watching a friend build a car.
Nice. Video games aren't video games. Okay,
You fucked up your car, dude.
Yeah, I know. I pushed it so hard I stove the rear bumper in. Okay, that seems to be all in order, I think. I really want to get it just a little bit further forward.
Cons was a sweet set. It's got really good fit. Actually, I would even say Cons is a decent thing to add to a limited cube. Or to a cube in general. You've got the wedge charms. You've got really good build-arounds. Who's the Abzan leader? Anafenza.
Wow, these front wheels are just like locked up.
Yeah, what? Why aren't they
don't know.
rolling anymore?
I don't know. Maybe I'll have to put them back on or something.
Lunatic Prince, like, Khans of Tarkir would be good. Return to Ravnica would be good. Anything with good fixing, I think, would be, like, really fun to have.
Oh
in a
god,
cube.
no!
No. Oh. Oh, it's resting on the body.
What is?
No. It's fallen and, like, jammed on the body now. That's gonna...
I had it for a second.
Now it's fallen in.
Please get out. No! Oh, yes, perfect.
Sauna's ready, dude.
It is. This seems like an ideal.
Like, at this point, do you just wind up with your car wedged sideways and, like, on its
Like
side?
irretrievable.
Yeah. Like, everything's in. Somehow you get the engine mounted in it.
Perfect. Actually, hang on a sec. Man.
Actually, Lunatic Prince, refer to chat because we're slightly distracted now, but, like, people in chat will know what works well.
Okay. Oh, let's quench our thirst while we're at it. Here we go.
And just, yeah, put the water on the rocks.
Wait for it. Because I figured this part out. God
No, you don't pee in the sauna. You pee in the shower. God.
So then you sit on the top bench and
Oh,
watch
God.
your dirtiness go away.
Does your thirst just spike?
Maybe. Is it actually moving? Yes, it is.
Just eat a sausage while you're in the sauna? Oh, you're about to die of starvation.
Oh, right. So yeah, I think we're gonna fix all of our stats, have a meal, probably take a break, and then we'll come back to talk about this more. Or maybe just like admire.
If you want to be
The
an idiot
weirdness.
teenager, you could pee on the rocks and render the sauna unusable for the rest of its existence.
I think there might be an achievement for that.
Oh God, that's so disgusting. Yeah, now you just go and jump in a snowbank, right?
I guess, yeah.
You've done that, right?
Nope.
Out of the hot tub or out of the sauna
I
into a snowbank?
No, I am no good with.
Oh, it's
cold.
good. It's good.
Does it?
I mean, you can't do that anymore because, what you used to get 6 feet of snow in Prince George, but now you don't get any.
Huh.
But climate change isn't real.
Hunger is. Fun.
You left your sausages in your dad's van.
That was my first problem. There we go.
Just quad sausage.
Yep. And our thirst spiked because those are awful salty. Let's go save. Okay, let's not miss. There we go. Did we just sauna our clothes? Yeah. 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 Piss. Yeah, those sausages are going to be real good in a couple days.
They'll be fine.
They're just like liquefied in the package. All right. So let's go on break.
Well, no, that's how you make Cheese Whiz. What was that noise?
There was a hiccup. We'll be right back.
All right.
Bear, bear, bear.
Hey!
Hey, guess who decided to show up? Who likes cars?
Mm-hmm. So you've done this exact thing, right, Beej?
I pushed it into an oil pit before, yes.
Like, really?
No.
Okay. Yeah,
I was
I'm
impressed. Like, you have a pretty nice, a countered, like,
Yeah.
the garage and everything is...
Fuck! It's
Dad
fu-
comes back and he's just like, "What the fuck?" All right, get the van.
How did you do this?
The bodywork's all dented up and shit.
It is
How did you do that?
like this.
Okay.
Oh!
What'd you do that for, dude?
Fuck's sake. Okay, now you know what? Abandoned plan.
Do you not have a cover for the pit that
No.
you can put down first?
No.
Oh, okay. The reason I wanted to come in actually was because when you got into the van the first time, the glow light. I was staring at the glow plug light, waiting for it to go off.
Yep. You actually do that.
I'm like, come on. It's the middle of summer. Come on.
Come on, baby.
How long? Come on.
Like,
There you go.
so my second Benz that I owned, it's I know, fancy, right? But my second Benz that I owned, in wintertime, I would glow it.
Yeah.
And then at some point, the glow light turns off, which makes you think that, you can start it now. But I knew better. Because what it actually has is the circuit stays lit for 60 seconds, and after 60 seconds, it turns off and
Wait,
goes into
hold on.
afterglow.
Well, eh.
I know. That does not mean it's ready to drive. You do have to turn it off and glow it again. And then,
It's fine, dude.
Fuck, if you fuck up your dad's van, he's gonna totally fucking kill you.
As implying he isn't going to already kill us for this.
This is your car, man. He's not gonna care.
Dude, he's going to be so mad.
he's going to wonder why there's dents in the side of his oil pit.
There's like all this
Like,
white
briefly?
paint everywhere.
He's gonna look at it and know exactly what the fuck happened.
Oh, good.
Okay, that totally worked. Fuck.
Fuck! No!
It's fine.
It's fine.
Okay.
I've never had that problem.
So
He's gonna fucking beat you with a belt. I gotta get out of here.
every time you play this game, it's different, which is another thing. It's just like the disasters that you encounter. Like if you're like, oh, maybe I'll try building this a different way. And that shit happens. You know what? I'm not even gonna bother trying rolling it into the pit.
a car kind of only goes together one way, doesn't it?
Should I try a third time?
Why does it need to be over the pit?
Well, to install the exhaust manifold.
Oh.
But you can actually do that by tipping it on its side. Also, these wheels don't work for some reason. It's not rolling anymore.
Yeah, that's probably a problem. We should look at that.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Well, anyways, that's a problem for later me.
I'm glad, Lunatic Prince. Awesome.
So, how do you come by your parts again? Do you find them like
no,
in
no,
Jalopy?
you start with all of them.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, this is quite a different game from Jalopy. Unfortunately, man, I've been following the Tumblr account of the guy who developed Jalopy, and he's like a little bit down in the dumps because this game came along and sold like 10 times as much in like a seventh of the time. And his game is like dead for sales now because everybody's playing this and insisting that it's a better game.
Oh, that sucks.
When it's actually just like a different game.
Right.
But you know how gamers are.
Yeah.
I gotta remember how the fuck I do this.
Which one's better? X-Wing or Wing Commander?
Yeah. No, but like people just do, you know, like a greater than, less than.
Yeah.
And then this game and Jalopy, and it's like, that's not fucking fair.
Like, as interesting an idea of that this is, and I'm kind of like, I do like the idea of, because I don't know how to rebuild an engine. So, given the opportunity to be like, yeah, we're going to let you put together everything you have to do here, I'm like, that's really a compelling idea, but also, do I really want to, you know, am I up to the challenge of doing that?
Who can say?
But Jalopy sounded great because it was like,
it's actually a very chilled out game. It's very different.
Yeah, go on a road trip and hope to hell everything sticks together. I like that aesthetic of it.
Yeah, it's really a shame that like just the market has spoken as far as that game is concerned, because I think it's super unfair.
Yeah. Like, I remember the reviews of it, where it was like really 10 out of 10 would abandon favorite uncle by roadside again.
It's really good. That game's very good and is not really that much like this, but just again, the developer, Minskworks, is just sort of like, look, you know, even if that's true, these are the market forces I have to work with. I'm a tiny studio that doesn't make any money, and so like I'm gonna wrap up development, deliver all the promised features, and then like move on to something new.
Oh, that sucks.
So yeah, it's like really a drag. Back up to the top of the list.
Engine.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
6x9 millimeter.
Yeah, let me get my toolkit. So yeah, we should start thinking about a so what for this game. Of all the things that you could simulate.
Yeah. Well, this isn't so much being like, is this a game?
Because
I think we're asking whether the wrong thing is a game here.
Oh yeah.
Is this a game?
Yep.
Is the process of building a hobby car game. And I think it's right there in the name, right? That yes, humans play in a bunch of different ways.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean...
Right? Like you start the game with 3 functional vehicles.
Yeah. Like, what do you need a 4th one for? I
Yeah.
mean, presumably it's like for independence. But even in like a game sense, you're not even like... You're not even expressly told that this is the goal of the game. It's called My Summer Car, so it's implied.
Right.
And you have all these parts that you can put together, but it's just like, why are we building this? And it's kind of, I think, emulating the experience of building a car on this, like a shitty car like
also,
this.
also the thing that I have a really hard time not talking about here is the fact that we spent a lot of time defending the idea of like,
Ow!
Clang!
My fucking foot!
Well, you're wearing steel toes, right?
Just whack. Wasted. Steel toes would not protect you from an engine block falling on your feet.
Yeah, they would probably just pinch your toes right off.
Yeah.
But like we spent a lot of time defending Gone Home as a game.
Yep.
And I find it like The implication is that, like, because this is a very male experience, a very teenage boy experience, that for some strange reason people aren't making that accusation here.
Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I actually hadn't thought about that, because you're still, you're doing, tinkering and stuff. It's just like, maybe people just have a problem with games about feelings. Because people have a problem with feelings.
I don't know, I'm feeling stuff.
Yep.
This really feels to me like a puzzle game.
It absolutely is a puzzle game.
Yeah.
It's a puzzle game and a sim game and also kind of a walking simulator.
Yeah.
And it's all these things at the same time. And in such a way that it really comes together in a complete experience of being a Finnish hick. And I think that's really incredible that they achieved it. And maybe they didn't even intend for it to be like, they were like, oh man, let's put in as much stupid shit as possible and make this kind of done. I have no idea how I'm so nostalgic for something I've never done. Right?
How great would this be is if, when you went to pee, you sat down.
Oh, God, yeah.
And suddenly we're like, but what?
Yeah. That would be interesting.
That would be great.
There's just like a mod.
Yeah.
Or when you start to swear. Oh, by the way, Beach, there is a swear button.
Nice.
You dork of a pussy. It is the spring of pussies for sure.
Oh God, and you're right-handed.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I think we got these on head gasket to block. Can just pick this up and rotate it. That's fine.
I like how this works as a, even as a spectator game or as something you can do with a friend. That there is still
this would actually be
in...
this would be a great game with a friend because then you simulate the experience of like your best buddy being like, oh no, you shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, and you're just fuming.
No. Can the co-op mode just be you holding a beer?
Drinking
And
every so often.
you have a button that just goes, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, or like, nah. No. So here's where I fucked up.
Oh God, no, that would be the co-op mode where you could just error check. Right? You would have the manual.
Oh, yeah.
And you just point things out.
Yeah, and you'd be like, no. You only had 2 buttons? Yeah or no?
Or no.
That's so funny.
You could, like, hand him his wrenches and shit when he's underneath the car.
Yeah.
Or kick him in the nuts. And then you just, like, have a brawl. It just, like, turns into, like, an MMA grappling simulator, only you both suck and they're drunk.
You take it out to the lawn and you just kind of wrestle each other for a while and then realize, no, let's just get a beer and keep going.
Okay. Bonding. Oh, man.
The bulk of my, like, early working on car experiences were done with friends, and then a friend who was an accomplished mechanic. And in that respect, I had the best friend role. He would work on my car, and I would hand him things while he would do stuff to my car. And then at a certain point, that was when I had my Plymouth Volare, which was a 1980s big, long thing made of steel, big V8. And I didn't do a lot on it myself. He did like more of the bigger things, but I did things like replacing fuel hoses and filters and stuff when I needed to. Because, something that the car is a year younger than me. And
right.
So at certain, the rubber wears out. So,
yeah.
But then hit an eventual point where, like, when I got my second car, it was my first Mercedes, there was all sorts of things. I now did not have access to a guy who could help me work on this vehicle at this point, and so now I had to kind of do it a lot on my own, which I did. And some of it was like, oh, you have to put a new window regulator so your power windows will work again because one of them is broken. And in fact, because one of them is broken and you can't switch it, the other one that it's tied to a cross, because the way Mercedes did the electrics on the vehicle was that if one was not working, if the circuit wouldn't complete because of one not working, the one opposite it in the vehicle would also not work.
Oh, so it's diagnostic.
Yeah, so it's kind of like you would know that it's like, oh, something is wrong with the switch.
One of these two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, and then you could figure that out. It was frustrating but it was how they also saved on circuitry. It was like, then we can put both things on one fuse kind of deal.
Hey.
Gapping the plugs is a sentence I remember, but I can't remember it now.
So here's something interesting. Speaking of games like this, Humble has Car Mechanic Simulator 2016 in their latest bundle. I saw that game, and I looked at it, and it did not appeal to me because it looked too clean and too perfect. And coming from this experience, it's like I like the
Ratty garage.
like the that it's a crappy car that you're putting together.
And you've got like trim. Oh God!
Like
Are your paint options primer black and primer orange?
It's like primer anything.
Fuck. Like the matte black trucks.
Oh yeah, the rat rods.
Those are so funny.
No, don't.
Wait, hang on.
Can it apply to your vehicle?
Why is it not?
You might not be close enough. Did you sand down the car first? Do you have to sand down the car in this game?
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh wow,
Nice.
that is
Nice.
a lot quicker.
Boop.
Can you
Yeah,
paint
like
the engine?
Can I what?
Can you paint the engine?
No, unfortunately.
Damn.
Yeah, I like the rattiness of it because, like, I saw in Car Simulator, you have this like pristine, spotless garage, and I was like, what?
That is a wet dream of a whole different order, right?
Yeah,
It's like,
and
I want
exactly,
to be
and
able to do
it's
that.
not my wet dream. It's like maybe
Yeah.
some people really love the idea of a garage that has no signs that it's being used or is a workspace in any way. So, boop. I'm just gonna fill this up. I'll just like walk over top of it, and there's just like layers of beer bottles. Oh dear.
Hey, Dix.
Hi, Dix. So, actually, Cam, what you were saying earlier about, this game simulating something that is not in really any way violent, which is typically what, a lot of video games are associated with. And normally those kind of games get a lot of pushback.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Gone Home got a lot of pushback. Dear Esther got a lot of pushback. For simulating something other than what was kind of the standard or just like the typical. And this game ought to be part of that, but where's the pushback? Why is this activity not why is this super popular and not being torn to shreds like other games? Like, that is an interesting thing to ask that had not actually occurred to me. And, like, you might actually be onto something just being like, this is a... turns out
sexism.
well, it's like this is a gendered game.
Yeah.
Whether, like, cars...
It's a stereotypically masculine experience.
It is. And like every part of it is. And it's like cars shouldn't be a gendered experience, but
No.
like they are in popular culture. And that's probably it. Where it's just like this kind of experience is okay to do a game about. And the experience of just like wandering around being thoughtful about stuff or, worrying about your sister is not.
Yeah.
And I think that's bullshit.
Well, yeah. I mean, I would like this to be as much about the male experience as Dear Esther is, or even Gone Home.
And let me be clear.
Sexism hurts everyone.
I like both of these experiences a lot.
It hurts some of us more than others.
Yeah.
But yeah. Like quite a bit more, but like.
Yeah, I like this game a lot. It irritates me that double standard exists. That this is a totally okay, cool, fine thing to simulate, and it's going to be super popular, and people are going to love it. But other kinds of similar experiences, people are just like, nope, this sucks. It's not a game. It's like, strictly speaking, this is also this by the same
Well, you can
flawed
die
argument.
in this. It
Yeah.
has a fail state.
Yeah.
Therefore,
The sheer tedium of what you're doing though too, right? It's kind of like playing Desert Bus. Desert Bus is a bad game because it kind of
Is realistic?
We had to find ways to inject fun into it. Playing for bug splats or bus stops. Whenever we get a point that's a huge friggin' celebration, that at least has a point, right? Like you get a point at the end of 8 hours of driving, and so it's kind of like this does not.
Guess what time it is?
Hey, lol.
In.
Yeah, that's about it.
It's like I'm hung like a camshaft. It's real knobbly. Like,
Kind of rusted.
Yeah.
like 30 inches long.
Results in eccentric movement.
That's really grody.
Lol.
Got the camshaft in.
But it's like this is another game where playing by yourself, it is like playing a puzzle. It's a lot of assembly and a lot of putting things together.
Mm-hmm.
What are you left with at the end, other than the sense that you've accomplished something virtual?
The end game,
Yeah.
you get the car together, you get it to work, you get it to pass inspection, you get a license.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can basically just, like, the only real kind of end game material is you can participate in weekly rally races.
Okay.
That I don't know if there's prizes or anything, or like lap times or something.
But part of the thing is like the game very heavily stacks this ahead of track time. It's like you're going to spend way more time doing this, which I hang out on an automotive forum, not as much anymore, but on Something Awful, I hung out an awful lot on their forum, Automotive Insanity, and the guys there, when you read about it, it's like, yeah, so I just bought a new project car. I'm going to do this thing with this Volvo 270, or I'm going to do this thing with this Miata. And then it touches off, here are the next 9 months of my log while I try to restore this vehicle, while I deal with the fact that my wife has just had a kid, while I deal with the fact that, I got to do some things to my garage. Oh, I just had to get rid of my... friggin' what was it, SR2 or whatever? There's a guy who, like, I opened up this car and it was nothing but rust, and so I tried to save it, which was stupid. So now I got rid of that car and I have a new project car, and it's like you spent 6 months on trying to save that one car, and now you're back on another project. And all these guys are like that. They all have these, like, oh, I'm working on this project now, I'm working on that project now, and it's never enough and it's never done.
Well, I think in some ways you might be onto something. It's like maybe the completion is not even the point. Maybe it's the struggle, or just maybe that's the quintessence of a hobby. It's like maybe you're not in it for an end product, or maybe even,
But to occupy your time.
Yeah, it's just like maybe you get partway through this project and you never finish it, because there's like tons of stuff like that up at Makerspace, like, and people will freely admit to it. It's like, oh yeah, I had this project and all these plans, and I tinker with it like once every 6 months, probably because it's fun. It's just like a way to concentrate your effort. It's kind of like a mechanical meditation. And that was sort of my experience with this game.
Do goons frigging love this game?
Probably.
Though I imagine for some of them, they'd probably be like, I can't do it. I can't sit down and play with my virtual car. I have to go work on my real car.
Well, it's like The Sims, right? When you're like, you know what? I'm going to write my novel. Click.
Yeah.
I wrote my novel.
Yeah, and it's kind of
And
depressing. You're like,
and inside your brain, something's like, can we talk?
Yep. Oh dear.
a lot of the busy work games that I play on, like I'm playing a game called Tinker Island on my phone right now, which I really like. But it is a lot of put people on a thing, explore, find parts, then you can make other things, and it's like that whole kind of completion thing and dumping time into it, and it's like, would I be better off trying to find something else to do with my time? And every time the game frustrates me, I'm like, I should find something else to do with my time. And then when it doesn't frustrate me, I'm like, oh yeah, but this is just 5 minutes distraction. I'm like, 5 minutes distraction several times a day. Maybe I should be trying to do something else with my time. But yet it's distracting in a way that's good for me, I think.
Yeah, that is useful.
Yeah, that is like it masks it generates the feeling of accomplishment for something that is fairly like low risk, I guess.
I mean, maybe that's the perfect kind of hobby, is that, like, you. I mean, I guess it depends on the hobby. It's like there are ones that you could like sink a whole shitload of time into and feel like you're super accomplished. And I don't know, in a sense, maybe you are, along one axis, because like any accomplishment you can think of is up for debate. It's just like, man. Sometimes it's like, I got up in the morning, even though I have, like, terrible mental health problems. It's like, that's an achievement. But, you know, somebody else would be like, what? That's stupid and lame, and you're lame. So, like...
Well, there's an Amanda Palmer song that has the line in it, I took out the trash today and I'm on fire.
Mm.
Right? And I'm like, oh, I get that.
Yep.
Right? Like, that was an achievement.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Water pump. Crankshaft pulley, water pump pulley. Where's the crankshaft pulley? There it is. Get it.
Yeah. Right, now you can pump water. Almost.
1 by 11. But yeah, like, so what's the so what for this game?
Well, maybe this is an experience that we gamify. Even though it doesn't need to be gamified, because it's already a game. But then, like...
But...
There's no embellishment here.
Well, it's like...
Right? Like, this is the experience of doing this.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, there's almost no embellishment. Like, there's a few sort of conveniences that video games offer that are part of this game. You know, being able to walk through stuff. You know... being able to restart when you die if you don't permadeath.
If you fuck up the jack and drop the car on your head, you don't.
Yeah, it doesn't kill you or cripple you for life. But yeah, it's like, why gamify this? Why gamify this experience?
Well, I mean, I think I read something with a creator where he said, "I had this experience, and I wanted to
communicate it."
Yeah. And I think feel like they were very successful.
This is very unique to games, where you actually participate and carry out the experience of building your car.
Yeah, and this, in some ways, kind of relates to something that I think I mentioned last time, which was that I used to think that games had to be fun in order to be games or to be good. And I don't think that anymore. I just think they have to create an experience.
Yeah.
You know, in the same way that, you know, movies can be, you know, sad or happy or insightful or, you know, profound or what have you. You know, video games are kind of pigeonholed into being entertaining.
Yeah.
And they could be a lot more than that, and also entertaining or maybe not entertaining at all. Like, we still haven't gotten around to playing This War of Mine. I don't imagine that game is very fun.
No, but it's compelling.
It's compelling, you know, exactly.
Yeah, and as people point out, like, this is an experience that a lot of people cannot have, either due to the fact that these facilities are not a convenience for somebody who's, like, living in a large urban environment.
Or maybe or maybe they just don't want it bad enough to actually go through with it.
Well, like, having a garage and an engine lift is...
Yeah.
Like...
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
There's also the fact that you're putting this block together awfully fast.
Yep.
And
well, you didn't have a gasket.
We're putting it together fast for real life and slow for video games.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like in a video game, you would be like, I have all these parts, and then you would throw them into a magic bin and you'd press go. And
exactly, and then it's assembled.
Yeah.
Or you just like I was thinking about this when I was playing Stalker, and you know, just little video games things we take for granted. Like I was running along and I was like, "Oh, radiation! Better change my entire suit." And I was just like, "Boop!"
Right.
Instead of like, "This is gonna take me 20 minutes to get undressed and redressed."
I was watching that Hitman Psycho Stealth Kills video you linked to.
Yep.
And in the one where he has to go destroy the virus, he walks into the area where they have the radiation suits.
Yeah.
Walks up to the suits that are hanging on the thing. So you click it and like, please wear this suit.
Yeah.
And then in like a half a second, he is now wearing the suit, and I'm like, everything else is happening in real time, but this can't. This has to happen immediately. You don't watch him put this thing on and get all properly done
It's
up.
interesting in games where the line gets drawn for realism. Fuck! Because
That's fine, don't worry about
well,
it.
especially games that are sometimes touted as being realistic, which
Isn't there a gasket sitting on the shelf?
maybe
Somebody in chat was pointing out there's a gasket on the shelf.
is there which gasket?
For your head.
The water pump gasket down below.
Oh yeah, yeah.
This one? Hold on. Clutch
No.
disc, clutch pressure rate,
No? Okay.
engine plate. No, don't worry, it's fine.
Okay.
We'll figure something out. Fan belt. Right, I haven't finished the front.
Hmm.
But yeah, like where the conveniences of video games are added and where they're omitted, where like so for example in this game, putting the right parts on and then tightening all the bolts down, pretty realistic.
Mm-hmm.
The bolts highlighting in fluorescent green through objects, not super realistic. But
Being able to pick up your engine block.
yeah, just being able to do this.
Yeah. Fuck. Oh god.
Not super realistic, but a convenience that I think is probably necessary.
I would also argue the fact that none of your your bolts are going to get misthreaded, which is definitely a realistic thing.
Misthreaded, you don't have to like actually find the bolts.
Yeah.
God, the fan belt.
No, wait, the alternator goes on this side. I fucked up.
Yeah. Because they all have to be attached together.
Yeah, doink. Okay, so let me remember how to do this. 2 bolts to secure the alternator.
The
Yeah,
bottom bolt first.
you haven't stripped a bolt yet.
Yeah.
So if you secure it with a bottom bolt,
10
you put
mil.
your fan belt on, and then you would actually push the alternator out until it's tight,
Yeah.
and then you would secure it in place that way. So that way you
is
have
exactly
a nice.
what you do.
Yeah.
Hold on. Right, it's this one.
Yeah. This looks very familiar.
Yep. See, like that's cool.
Yeah.
But you've never seen this in a video game, have you?
No, I've never seen this before.
Right?
Actually, it's really cool.
Do I need? Oh no, wait. The second one up here is 7. I think that's a 7. So let's get that.
I mean,
I think I derailed an earlier conversation we were having.
part of the frustration, a frustrating thing, at least that I had working on my car at one time, was I had to. The injection pump was mechanical. It's not. It was fuel injection because diesels tend to always be fuel injection. You could get them carbureted, but they run like shit.
Right.
So Mercedes made fuel injection engines, and but they were all mechanical. They were run off of the rhythm of the engine, and they had something called an ALDA to actually make sure that everything ran properly. And so the frustrating thing though is that on my injection pump, one of the O-rings was leaking, which meant I was leaking fuel, which means I wasn't putting as much fuel in the engine as I needed to, and now this all has a big problem.
Right.
So I needed to take out the injector that isn't in the engine. I need to take out the injector that is actually in the injection pump, and I need to change the O-ring on it. Very simple, right? You would just take a thing out and you would pull off a little O-ring, you put a new O-ring on and screw it back in and you'd be done.
Mm-hmm.
So I needed to take off everything off the top of my engine to get to, because I had to take off the fuel line, the fuel delivery line, which is made of metal, and it has 2 nice big screws on the end, and they are precisely torqued. Not over, not under. They have to be precise or else they will fail.
Okay.
And then, so I have to take that line out and I have to fish it out so I can get it out of the way. Once I got that out, I was like, okay, that's fine. Now, there's 5 cylinders on my engine. I don't have to take them all off, thank God, but I had to take that one out anyway, so I thought I would do that. But now I had to take off like the intake, and I got the intake off, and then I had to take off, I can't remember the other thing, but I had to take something else off as well. And once I got that thing off, I was like, okay, now I can actually get down in there with my hands and I can deal with this thing, and then get the injector out. So, and I'm doing this with my friend, and so we
Dude, go to sleep.
we extract.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're really tired. And so I yanked the injector out, and he's like, okay, yeah, here, this is. I have thousands of O-rings here. This one fits. Puts the new one on, and we put it back in, and it's like, okay, that has to be properly torqued as well. And so now we had to dig around for, because I had a torque wrench, but now we had to dig around for extenders and the thing is the socket as well.
Mm-hmm.
They're held in place with like a 36 spline socket, not with your normal hex socket.
Right.
I had to pay a guy on the internet $50 to borrow his spline socket because it was $150 if I didn't.
Oh.
So I had to, or what? No, I paid him $50 for it to borrow it. He lived in like the States somewhere, I think it was. And then when I sent it back to him, he sent me half of my money back because that's how the rental worked.
Right.
So I had to pay for it outright just in case I kept it. And then when I sent it back, he gives me half my money back.
Okay.
Now that I had this, and it's like, don't screw this up because once this is done, I'm sending this socket back to this dude because I want my half of my money back.
Right.
And so we get this all done, and it's like, so once you get this thing back into place, it's like now again we have to extenders and whatnot. We have to make sure the damn thing's torqued down properly, and then we have to put everything else and then torque that stuff down properly. And I'm crossing my fingers, and we've been at this for we've been at this for 3
Video games!
For 3 hours to change one injector O-ring. It took us to go through the whole fucking process.
Yep.
And it's just like...
No, not on top of the head.
Yeah. Close enough.
That's fine. Oh shit, hang on. There we go. Okay, we got it.
But it's that kind of thing where it's like, I watch you assemble this stuff and I'm like, this is dead simple.
I know.
Comparatively.
Fuck!
Get out.
My foot dead. Yeah, but did you assemble your engine with superhuman strength?
I did not. Absolutely
Just like,
did not.
hut. That would be good.
Yeah, you just pick up the engine block and you're like,
Oh god. If I could have lifted the car up and had it like just kind of like, I'm just going to drag my car up onto its ramps.
Yeah.
I remember as a teenager. Do you remember the TLC show Operation?
No.
There was one episode. It was a surgery show where they would, they would record and broadcast a surgery,
Okay.
and they would interview the surgeon and talk about what they were doing, and then they would just cut someone open and pull their innards out.
Jesus.
And speaking of like lifting up the engine and looking at it and being like, okay, I'll adjust here and do this.
Yeah.
I watched a hysterectomy
Oh!
on the operation.
Wow.
And this guy, like the surgeon, just pulls out this woman's ovaries and like
It's
starts
just-
like
Jesus.
paring them like a piece of fruit, and it's like, oh,
Huh. I learned today that they used to think the uterus and the ovaries used to travel throughout the woman's body.
Oh,
making-
yes!
Resulted in hysteria.
Hysteria, yes.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Good.
Yes. No, that sounds highly scientific.
Science.
Ah.
But anyway, yeah. Actually, that's the thing, right? This, at least, you're working in a fairly clean environment. In that case, you're inside a living person, and you're having to dig through
Meat.
opaque fluids to try to...
Well, it's like surgery simulator.
Yes.
Right? Where you've got like, ASDF to close each finger, and then you rotate and pick things up. And there's the Game Grumps video where they lift the cover off the guy and move it away, and suddenly the heart is gone. And they don't notice for like 5 minutes until they finish like sawing open his ribs and get everything up and like get the guy on life support on the artificial pump. And they look over the cooler and like for like 10 seconds there's no sound except then somebody yells, "Where the fuck's the heart?"
Oh, wow. How horrified will we be? Okay, so we look back on the primitive times of medicine, like leeches and,
Oh, yeah.
trepanation
Well, like,
and stuff
or like
with a sort of mixture of fascination and horror. Imagine when we get to the point where current modern surgery...
Well, like in Star Trek 4,
Yeah.
where they go to the hospital and like McCoy picks up somebody's like clipboard and is like, what's the thing where you're on for your kidneys? Dialysis. And he's like, dialysis? Why not just put them on leeches?
Yeah.
Just teleport new kidneys in for them. Right? Like,
It's like, you people are
love-
animals!
I love that he dug in his pocket and he's like, "Here, take this." And it's
Yeah.
like, you have dialysis medication on your
yeah, or
your
we're just
kidney
like
healers.
Stem cell pills,
Yeah.
or Star Trek magic shit. Yeah,
there's-
dialysis. Butchers!
heard that fly again.
Yep, hold on.
The mosquitoes.
Something is profoundly wrong with your arm. Flywheel, 6x7.
Oh, right, yeah, because at some point, like, when they're running out of the hospital, you see the same patient being wheeled by in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
And she's like, it's a miracle. And the doctors are, like, arguing over how her kidneys regrew.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, actually, I've heard that. Like, a lot of surgery is done by robots now.
That's exciting and wild.
Yeah,
I mean-
like, have you ever seen a video where a robot is doing stitches?
I think I've seen it before, and I'm like, wow. The only thing that concerns me is I've seen CNC crash videos.
Oh, God. Where it's like,
stitching, resets to zero position through your body.
Just like
You're like,
karate chops right through your torso.
It's just like, nope, like lifts you off the table. You're just like hanging like the Cenobites got you. Fuck! Oh, I'm so sorry to anybody who has to have surgery soon.
Well, it's like a couple of years ago when my dad went in to have a checkup, right? And like they were flying down to Vancouver from Prince George, and they went in for his whatever his heart checkup was, and they were staying in a hotel, and they're like, "Cool, we'll spend a couple of days in Vancouver. This will be nice." And got back to the hotel after being at the hospital, and found a message waiting for them that said, "Hey, don't worry. We've bumped someone else off, and we're having you in for surgery at 8 a.m. You're going to have a double bypass. Don't even worry about it.
Don't even worry about
You've got your results, and now you're in for surgery in 10 hours.
Immediately.
Yeah. Don't worry.
Don't worry.
Do not worry at all. It's very important that you don't worry.
I mean,
But you're in for surgery immediately tomorrow morning.
I do think it's funny that it's like, hey, yeah, spend the night at your hotel. It's fine. We don't need you to come into the, you're in 10 hours, but whatever you do, don't come in and have us monitor you for those interceding 10 hours.
Just don't eat anything or drink anything.
Christ.
It is vitally important that you stay calm.
Okay.
Did you get the one on the at the 10 o'clock position?
There's only 6.
I think you missed the one at the 10 o'clock position, didn't you?
Just gonna check them all.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. Like, I did actually assemble a complete engine and couldn't figure out why it wasn't working because all these bolts hadn't been done up.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, I was like, where's all my oil going?
Yeah. Also, I need to repaint my car.
Yeah. It's just like lifts up, turns over.
It's a good-looking multicolored engine you got.
Oil pan. It's fine. I mean, these are not necessarily matching parts.
They go together pretty well.
Yeah, no.
Well, like, I really like the impression that you've been spending, like, the last 6 months going through junkyards.
Yeah, like, I do really love the sort of, like, in media res of this, where it's like, you begin the game where the character's like, okay, time to do this. And you're even, like, facing a case of beer and sausages, where it's just like, I'm gonna eat something, I'm gonna drink a beer, and then we're gonna fucking put this car together. And then you start on the most bitter ordeal of your life over the next, like, 2 months of just, like, putting this thing together and just, like, swearing a lot.
If you flip off the green car, does it turn around and try to run you over?
No.
Oh God, Corin Horn, that sounds terrifying. Got a call back from the doctor that was basically, could you come back in? We found some problems with your blood work. When should I come back?
Now.
How about in an hour?
Whoa.
That's, jeez. Oil drain plug, very important.
Yeah.
I like that, like, there's a lot of bolts that you could probably get away with not tightening, but some of them are not so... It's like, how come I don't have any oil? I don't understand.
I really like the bolts that you don't tighten all the way.
I saw
like, it's very important that you do not tighten these bolts all the way.
Yes.
Or yet.
Yeah.
But remember them later. Be sure that you remember them later. Hey, pizza. Did you see how my thirst spiked?
Because it's so salty.
Yup.
The best trick with those frozen pizzas is you take 2 of them,
Oh, no.
put one on top of the other,
Oh no.
and then you fry them in a cast iron skillet.
Oh god. Have you done that?
It's not bad. Yes, it's real bad.
That sounds terrible.
But it's like a grilled cheese that's slightly easier.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's like how there's a thing now at burger places where you can, instead of a bun, get just 2 grilled cheese sandwiches.
Oh, yeah.
Seems kind of like logical.
Yeah.
Well, not really, but okay. Oil drain plug. We're getting close now to finishing the engine.
Don't you judge me, chat.
Okay, let's take
We were all in high school once.
gearbox.
A fried oatmeal cookie.
Thank God.
Don't
you
try
have to-
this. I mean, this is like stupid teenager food. Because suddenly there's like 2 years when you're a teenager when you need 15,000 calories a day.
Does your clutch have to go inside the gearbox?
God, go! Hold on.
Oh, your urine meter is full.
That's fine.
That's surprising.
No! Oh, God! No, dude, why?
Dude, it's all the way inside. It's fine.
Give back to what you've taken away.
This reminds me of my elementary school where the basement...
Smelled of piss.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's most people's old elementary schools, I think.
Yep.
Like where you'd have basement entries
Yeah.
where dumbass kids just peed.
Did you have a school that had the 2 entries were traditionally like in stone written above? One says boys' entrance, one says girls' entrance.
We didn't have that, no.
Okay. I went to a school for a gifted program, and they had that there. That was not the school I went to on a regular basis. My normal school didn't have anything like that. It was built in the 80s
Right.
or early 70s or mid 70s.
My school, my elementary school, was King George V School, École KGV. And it was a building that was built in the 1920s, I think, originally. So it was like 70 years old when I went.
Nice.
And it had a newer section that had been built on in the 70s. But the old building itself had like a boiler down in the basement.
Yeah,
that you could go down and check out. And all the banisters were worn kind of smooth with just decades of hands moving over them.
Yeah.
And then layers of paint. Right? And it had the places where like paint was chipped down and you could see the chips in the paint.
Right.
And then the layers of paint over top of it.
I want to see some more games emulating like the kind of experiences that we're talking about now, and recalling with such like vivid detail that if you made a game like that, even if it was in a different country, like this game is, I think you would find a lot of people that would resonate.
God, I want to make a
Incredibly
game where it's like elementary school and your entire game is like playing.
Don't get embarrassed.
Don't get embarrassed. Don't let anyone beat the shit out of you. Jump off the swings at the high point and go bar level and jump off the swings when you're 15 feet up. And land and be like, yes!
I'm okay.
And have all the teachers be like,
You nearly died.
Yes.
you should be dead. Why are you just walking around?
Yeah.
It's like,
Or be on the top of the slide and stand up and have one of your friends just shove you off the side.
and then like fall and just like be upset
Yeah.
and not like continue moving.
Yeah. Or fall off the monkey bars onto your head and just die.
So when I was in grade 3,
This is gonna be good.
I was I climbed the we had it was a lot of wooden equipment, and they had the plastic slide that went in a curlicue on the way down. Right? Yeah. So
I think everybody had that.
And when
one.
you slid down that thing because it was made of fiberglass,
you would get such a static charge that you could taser the person
Yes.
at the bottom.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so I was standing at the top of that thing, and they're what, about 6.5 feet, 7 feet high, right? And so I'm
Yep.
standing at the top. I've got the 2 bars, and I'm like doing a thing where I'm gonna bobsled launch myself down the thing.
Right.
And as I'm doing this, and I'm getting ready to go. As I do on the 3rd run, the kid behind me is like, "Just hurry up and go," and shoves me.
Yeah.
So rather than go feet first down the slide, my balance is completely changed, and I end up going head first over the edge of the slide.
Oh.
And right onto my head, onto the very compacted dirt,
Right.
because we didn't have sand there, and we didn't have gravel, which they put in later,
Right.
but they had just compacted dirt. And I woke up later, looking up at, like you see in the movies, a ring of people all standing around me, one of which was an adult looking very concerned.
Right.
And you know, they looked at you, she looked at the woman on thing, looked at me and was like, "Are you okay?" Clearly I had been knocked unconscious, so no, I wouldn't be okay. But I'm in grade 3 and I'm like, "It really hurts and whatever," and it's like, "Okay, well, is it going to be whatever," and it's like, so they take me to the office, they have me sit there for a bit, and they're like, "Okay, you know what? You seem fine. We'll send you back to class."
Uh-huh.
And so I was
This is where you found out you had like a broken collarbone?
well, I was back in class, and but I was having a hard time paying attention, I guess, because the teacher eventually just said, "Maybe you need to go back to the office because of what happened."
Were you concussed?
And I was concussed.
Right.
And then, now it's like 45 minutes to an hour later, they have finally decided to call my mother, because I guess they didn't want to concern her too badly about what had happened to me, which is funny because we lived directly across the street from the school, and it would have taken her all of 3 minutes to come over and see how her son was doing.
Right. Right.
And she was not happy with the administration.
Yeah, no. Like, what do you mean my child has brain damage?
Yeah. And so they took me to Took me to the thing and discovered that yes, okay, you have a concussion, but you don't have a. And she's very much like, "Don't fall asleep. Whatever you do, don't fall asleep."
Yeah,
because that's the old thing.
Yeah.
The new
I
thing
remember that in
is-
Jackass.
Yeah.
Where it was like where Johnny Knoxville gets punched out by Butterbean, and like they all run over to him as he like staggers around for a second and then just falls over, and they're like, Johnny, and he's like, "It's okay. I'm just gonna go to sleep for a little while." And they're like, "Johnny, don't go to sleep, Johnny."
Wow.
As I attended a symposium on concussions because I had to record it for the internet, and the athletics group at UVic who was doing the talk about it, they said, "Yeah, we've since learned an awful lot about concussions. One thing is, if they want to go to sleep, let them.
Really?
They're probably really tired anyway. They probably really need to recover." And they said, "What we found is that if they're going to go into a coma, they're going to go into a coma regardless of whether you keep them awake or let them sleep."
Right. Okay.
We just know now.
Those things are unrelated. A
They're
coma
unrelated.
is not being asleep.
Yeah, and that shocked the hell out of me because I'm like, I was told this was the thing, and they're like, "Yeah, no, it's no longer a thing.
Okay.
Let them sleep if they want to. Keep an eye on them, make sure that they're still breathing and whatnot. Take them to the hospital anyway."
Next, you're going to be telling us to not get them to bite wallets.
It damages your credit.
It never came up as a treatment, so
Huh.
yeah, I was really surprised when I heard that. But hey, sharing that with the audience now too. Feel free to look it up. I'm sure there's a paper on it.
Well, it's like how when you're doing CPR now, you're not even supposed to do breaths.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh wow! I
Just
Like
had no
it
idea.
used to be like 30 compressions and then 2 breaths, and then
Yeah.
it was 60 compressions and 2 breaths, and now it's like
Keep that heart pumping.
they're dead. If you're doing CPR, they're probably dead, but they're going to be slightly less dead if you just keep their heart beating.
Right. Interesting.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Just do the chest compressions. It's mainly for you.
Make you feel like you're helping.
Yeah.
My brother actually kept a guy alive for 40 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, he dude was choking on some food at wherever, and my brother got to him, gave him the Heimlich, but wasn't able to free up whatever, and the dude passed out. And then he was checking his airway and whatnot, and so they're trying to keep him breathing, but I guess he had a heart attack as part of the stress,
Right.
and so he's down to like thump, and they called the ambulance. He said it was 40 minutes. I have a feeling it's medicine hat. I don't think it takes 40 minutes for the ambulance to get to where the hell he was.
Right.
But it probably felt like 40 minutes. And he says, so he just basically kept giving the guy compressions and trying to blow down his throat. But of course, you can't really do much because of the airway. He just keeps doing whatever. And the guys eventually showed up and like, shit, we're surprised you kept on him for as long as you did. The guy was ultimately fine.
Because I've heard one of the things that can happen when you're doing chest compressions is that you're physically exerting yourself for like 20 minutes while the ambulance shows up.
Yeah.
And then you have a heart attack.
Yes!
Whoops.
That is also a thing. So, I know my brother is somebody who's prone to telling tall tales, but people did corroborate. Yeah, no, he was with this guy for a while, and so I'm like, all right, that's cool.
Yeah. All
It's
right.
a transverse
That's a really
mounted
fun
engine.
part. I just need to check what bolts.
Does it go in longitudinally like that, or is it supposed to be?
What the fuck is that? No, this is the correct way.
Oh,
I'm just
interesting.
trying to remember. Mount the engine. 11. Okay, I just need to get an 11 millimeter.
Have you fallen into the bay and like knocked yourself unconscious?
No,
Okay.
but if you roll the car this far, you
Yeah.
get trapped.
Oh. Oh yeah. Wait, you can lift the engine block all you want all day long,
But not the car.
but not the car.
Your superhuman strength only extends so far, Beach.
I see.
Yeah, because I also remember CPR for infants.
Yes.
Right.
The 2-finger. Yeah. And you would do that. On the, you do that on
Yeah.
the doll, and it's very disconcerting because the whole chest moves. You're
Yeah.
like, that doesn't feel right at
Yeah.
all.
No, I don't like this.
No.
Man, look at that deep candy apple red finish.
It's light red.
Lighty red. You mean pink?
You shut the fuck up, man.
The can said red.
I
I'll
identify.
get you the can.
Elvis in a pink car.
The can says red. See, it says red. Okay,
This,
dude,
this
it
is
says
one of the
red.
harder
It's fine.
parts.
Your pink car is red. I get it.
Shut the fuck up. And then like fist fight.
Say it's red.
The fact that you live on the edge of what looks like a forest makes me really feel Prince George.
Yeah, no, this is totally like this is out by the lake, right? This is out by Bednesty.
I mean, that can't.
Hold up. Why can I not reach this bolt?
Maybe you have to lift it just a little more.
God, what was her name? Who lived in this place?
Maybe I need to just detach it. I hope this
Yep.
works.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh man, yeah. A multiplayer feature where the other actually no, just where everybody can interact with the world the same way. So you go to the tool box and 2 spanners are
Spanners
missing
are gone.
because your friends are just fucking around with them. And you're like, I need that fucking 12, asshole.
Like, I'm using it. As you're like frying a hot dog over the fire.
That would be pretty good. Where the fuck are the bolts on?
Yeah, in Canada as well, CPR is protected under Good Samaritan laws usually.
Oh, so you can't be
Like sued.
for trying to save somebody's life.
Yeah.
Which seems like a pretty fucked up thing to do in the first place.
People in grief are fucked up.
I am shocked to hear that. Why won't this fuck... There we go.
You got to get your hand in there right. You know, like you get your arm inside the thing, but you can't. Now
Yeah.
you can't turn it, so you gotta go with the other hand instead.
We have almost a car.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Well, there's so much more still to go. If I could get the...
Do you have to like plumb the brake lines?
No.
Is it
It's not quite
rear wheel
that.
drive? Oh no, it isn't.
No, it's front wheel drive.
Okay.
I'm still a little concerned that it's not moving on its wheels. Oh no, there it goes.
Yay!
Yay.
Hey! Okay, so maybe let's move it closer to the garage and the parts. Now that it has a lot of stuff inside.
What does it say on the?
I'm not sure what it says. I think it's some sort of like Finnish drinking slogan. Ooh.
I am Canadian.
It's like, I am Finnish.
What'd you do that for, dude?
It's fine. Okay, let's fuck up the bodywork some more.
I would have thought that the heavier your car gets, the harder it would be for you to move it. But it
You'd
doesn't
think
seem-
that.
Yeah.
For convenience purposes, like, you have to be able to move it.
It's,
like, if you bail it into a ditch or something. Otherwise, like, it would be impossible to retrieve. Oh, I gotta be really gentle with this.
Oh, ooh.
Yeah.
It has some inertia now.
Wish I had beer? All right.
Easy
Ah, the spare hole is rippling.
Yeah. It's been doing that for a while.
That's just the lighting. This game's a little buggy. I don't actually know what engine it was built on. Okay.
The weird, like, M-shaped kind of cutout of the rear.
I think that's just a dent.
Yeah, it might be, but the window is dented as well. I'm like, how did the window get dented? Oh yeah, it's normal from that angle. Well, whatever. Yeah, this really seems like the kind of thing where I would want a rope to pull it towards me so I could be watching
watch
the
it.
whole
Yeah.
time.
That would be wonderful.
That wheel really wants to go to the right, doesn't it?
Oh, right. I haven't done my alignment.
Yeah.
That's probably why we're having so much trouble with this, but whatever. I mean, I guess we could change it.
Figure he's gonna put it in the hole again.
You guys are...
3 to 1.
Dude,
I'll bet you $5.
You're drinking... Shut up. You're on. I'll bet you 500...
Is it Kroner?
Kroner
here?
Marka.
Marka. Watch this shit. Here, this is...
I got 100 Marka saying he puts it in the hole.
Yeah, well, I got 200. Your mom smells.
Put it in your mom's hole. It's waiting for that. That's...
Dude,
I didn't
it
want
costs $500 to put it in my mom's hole. You think
Okay.
your shit is amateur hour? You think you can hurt me?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. It's stuck again.
What's it stuck on? Is it stuck on that beer bottle you threw under it?
Oh, I think it's just binding.
Oh.
I have to be very careful to not... Because this will probably be my last chance to be able to recover from that particular... Okay, that's... Those wheels are straight.
No, they're not.
I know!
But good luck. I mean, one of those wheels is straight, let's be fair.
Fucking...
Can you back it off? Like, can you... whoa.
It's just gonna be like, there's gonna be a glitch and then be like, local teen killed. Garage accident.
Yeah, slammed into ceiling by own car.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
Was this supposed to be a Let's Note game?
No,
Or not a
I
Let's
played
Note,
it on Watch and Play,
Yeah.
but I think I played it on Watch and Play. God, I'm so scared. I'm really frightened of what's about to happen. I also just remembered that I didn't connect the wheels to the engine yet.
Oh yeah, that's
So
true.
I need to remember
What you need
to
to do that for?
Well, at some point I'll need to
I mean,
do
you'll
it.
know when you start the engine and hit the pedal and nothing happens.
Well, I mean, that could be like 10 things. Fuck, shit. Okay, no, we're...
Okay, yeah, you know, he's fine. He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. He's fine.
No, no, he's not in the pit yet. You wait.
Yeah, yeah.
You guys fucking suck!
I didn't do nothing, man. I didn't do nothing.
I didn't do nothing to your girlfriend.
I don't even have a
It's
girlfriend.
just like, me neither.
They both just kind of stop. Oh God!
Fuck! This is
Fine,
the
it's still
worst.
fine. It's fine.
I don't know if this gets any better.
It always gets better, Beach. Okay.
Really, I'm having these moments of, as he's bouncing the friggin' thing with his head, I keep thinking that every single time he's getting a new gash in his
Yeah.
on his scalp.
Okay, is that 10 millimeter? Hang on a sec. I'm gonna change this alignment because it's really far off.
Wow, I didn't even remember you left them there.
I don't.
Hey, dude, is your tool set worth more than your car?
Shut the fuck up. It's my dad's tool set. It's probably 13 or 14. Ah, yes, there we go. Okay, so hold on.
Go right inside there. That's what, 5/9?
5/9, 13 mil.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so far off.
5/8?
Half inch. So 4/8 or half inch is going to be 1.26.
Yeah.
So that's 12. That's 13.
5/9 at Freddy's.
Hey, that looks almost straight now.
Yeah. I bet
Yeah,
you roll
okay.
that sucker straight into the pit.
Shut the fuck up. You just never believe me to do anything.
Yeah.
Dude, you've been working on this car for like 3 days. We're not even here.
Did you want... Put
Oh,
your sausages
shit.
in the fridge, dude?
No! I got time for like one thing.
Wow. You straightened it out. That's awesome.
Somehow. I told you. No, yeah, for some reason I think it's like binding or something.
There's a piece of geometry that you're pushing in with it.
Maybe.
Mm.
Like, I don't know why it's not rolling properly. Okay, that's aligned it a little bit. Let's get a little closer.
It's funny because ever since I got the Volkswagen, and it's new and it has like a warranty on it and stuff, I have zero interest in doing any more work on cars anymore.
Huh.
Like, and the next car we get, I'm kind of hoping is going to be an electric something or other.
Ooh.
And at that point, I'm like, if I don't have to deal with a lot of fluids anymore, that sounds really good.
That does sound really good, Beach.
Yep. And I am kind of at the point in my life where I like the idea of having something like a vehicle that's an appliance as opposed to something that
Yeah,
I have to.
That's an interesting way of looking at it.
It's kind of the way they on Automotive Insanity they describe it as, you know, you can buy a car that you like really love to drive, or you can buy a car that's like an appliance.
It just derps.
Yeah,
Oh, hang
and
on. Wait.
And both of those are completely legit. Like neither, like there are some guys there who are like real gearheads and stuff, but
I was like,
the
alright.
vast majority are like, if you buy a Toyota Corolla because you don't want to dick around with it, we understand. That's why we buy Toyota Corollas too.
Yep.
Right. Yeah, you drive around a Toyota Corolla.
Yeah.
But your Benz is your...
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the weekend, I've got my Subaru WRX for a reason, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Or my friend in high school, my best friend in high school had a Mazda RX-7.
oh, okay.
The engine has like 10 moving parts. But those are significant moving parts.
Oh, that okay.
Wow.
I think we might have it.
Good.
Hold on.
The RX-7 because it's a Wankel.
Yeah, it's a rotary engine, yeah.
Yeah, it's it has the RX-7
Hey!
has like 100 vacuum lines to control operation.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
insane. And my Mercedes was bad because my first Mercedes was bad because it had probably about 30 or 40 vacuum lines all told all over the place.
I
And
think I need to get it a little farther forward.
I bought a vacuum, a hand vacuum pump, just for that
Oh
reason.
fuck!
Oh!
Come on! The
No.
one more was the one that did it. I'm so mad now.
You want me to get the van?
Fuck you guys!
Hit
This
the
car-
button. Hit the button.
Your car has a dent.
Yeah, it's gonna be your ball storage.
Can't believe.
Already was.
I can't believe you,
No more pushing. We're done.
you killed
Just
it.
the force of rage levitates the car out of the pit.
It's like just flip it out of the pit.
The chat was just like ruined and like saved.
Oh fuck, Man, okay. It would be great if we could get this to work, but there's so many more parts to put on.
Yeah.
Like the fucking fuel line, which is the hardest part to install. So maybe we'll try that now, and you can see just how difficult that is.
I'm eager.
Oh, this one's
reeks,
bad.
Why does it reek of piss down here?
I don't know. There's some
Fucking kidding me.
There was some guy down here, and he was like, I think he was like pissing. Okay, let's see if I can remember my old strats for installing this.
Just phase it right through the floor of the car.
Yup! It's the only way to do it, because that is the hard. God damn it!
The Finnish make weird cars.
Tang bang blang bong! It just like gets all bent out of shit.
Does it have a muffler? No. No, of course it doesn't.
No, it does, but
Okay.
fuck!
Are you sure you got it the right way around?
Yes.
Okay.
The check mark means that it's positioned correctly.
Oh, I see.
This is legit like one of the hardest parts to install.
You have some real shitty lighting under here, too. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like-
don't you have a shop light?
Yeah. Like your crouch distance is all wrong to put it in.
So it's almost... Right. You should eat something.
Oh yeah. Eventually. Yeah, there might also just be like there might be a hierarchy piece that I need to have in place, but it should go in.
The catalytic converter?
No. Are you just gonna name parts until you find one that oh, hold on.
That you might have forgotten about? Oh, God. I'll have to remember, go to pussy, please. The next time I get pissed off at something.
Fuck. Oh, by the way,
So you do have a melee attack.
I was really delighted to discover this when I was driving this car at one point, and I was like, ugh, I wonder what this does.
Your dad's gonna fucking kill
Oh,
you, dude.
fuck, dude! Oh, no! Shit! We can fix it, right? No, we can hide it. He won't notice. He won't notice the difference.
Yeah, bury
Put it in the
woods.
toilet. Put it in the toilet. It'll be fine. It'll flush.
Take a dump on it. Maybe you'll think like a bird did it.
Wait, no, you guys, I got the best idea.
Yeah, okay, good. It's fine.
Fuck, I love this game so much. Like, you see what I mean? Just a game so well suited to emergent gameplay and just screwing around.
Oh my God.
Oh, fuck. Maybe it's not really broken.
It's okay. I'll tell Mom.
Oh, fuck, dude. Dude, we're fucked. We're
Just tell your mom.
No, I can't tell Mom. She'll kill me. Here. Okay, we'll become assassins in a different country.
Please tell me this is matte black.
Unfortunately, no.
Oh, it's actually gloss black. It would be so perfect if it was just primer black.
I actually can't see the bodywork like this.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Nice.
Much better. I approve.
I'll drink to that. Now, I wonder what we probably don't have time to actually finish this engine, but you get the idea. Because the rest of the parts go in, like, steering column, so clutch lining, clutch master cylinder, brake lining, brake master cylinder.
There's
hubcaps,
a
gauges.
matte black.
Is there?
Tell me that there's no speedometer. That there's just a tack.
No, there's a speedometer.
Because it would be great if there was just an odometer and a tachometer.
It's just like, yeah, you'll figure
How
it
fast
out.
were you going? About 4,000 RPM.
In first gear. It's like, oh, we're gonna skip the police office and send you straight to a cemetery.
Who passed your vehicle?
My dad. Uh-huh. Was it to get you out of the house? Yeah, he has his friend over on weekends. His like, it's a nice lady from accounting.
I'd like to think your dad comes home, sees the broken windshield in his van, sees the car you've painted 3 times, and just takes your beer away.
It's like, no, I need it. I'm not done yet.
You're done.
Okay. So one last thing. Let's go for a drive before we wrap up here. I'll see if I can make it to town. Because I'll quickly show you the wood chopping mechanic.
You're not in a. You say we're going for a drive, but you're not in a car. Oh.
It's the sewage truck.
That explains why you mentioned.
Oh, right!
Wait, do we have shine?
Yes.
You're about to die of hunger too.
That's fine. We'll just drive it back to the... So, in order to fill the... Okay.
Well, you have to chop it into quarters, right?
No, you just chop it in half, but you have to fill this.
Dear God.
150 pieces.
What?
Yep.
And then what happens?
Then you drive it across town and sell it to a guy for actually pretty good money.
Wow.
We're gonna take this with us for no reason.
Generic.
Because I think
booze.
that's gonna be how we end the stream if we don't get killed.
Can you literally die of hunger?
Eventually. I'm gonna drive back to the house to get some food.
Okay.
But this is very special booze. Very special.
Are we sure it's not gasoline?
Nope.
Oh, do you have to double clutch this?
It has like I don't know how many gears it has. A lot.
There's a glow light.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you get a call from a guy who's like, hey, can you come pump my tank? And then about 12 hours later, you get a call from a little kid who's like, can you come pump our tank? My dad's drunk. And you're just like, oh, God.
Wow.
I gotta build a car. I gotta get out of this place.
Wow. Like, I saw you take that call, and I saw you both just kind of get horrified. He's like, this is the worst call in the game. And I couldn't read the subtitle because everything went like low res on the stream for me. And I was like, what? What happened? What terrible thing happened? Oh, now I know. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yep.
No time to
Shit,
stop.
Dude,
Just get out.
dude.
It's okay. Chill.
A series of increasingly urgent dudes.
Keep it in-
Dude!
Just take it to first gear and then, you know, oh, you're real thirsty.
Do you just die
No,
of
I'm not.
thirst if you eat the sausages?
I don't know. It's like local youth found dead from like sodium.
Found mummified.
I would assume that the sodium just hits your blood and you just explode.
Yeah.
No, because there's no water left in your blood anymore. You take a sip of water and you burst into
We're
flame.
also super fatigued, so we should sleep.
This
Okay.
is.
You're also filthy.
That's
yeah.
fine. The dirtiness is probably not that worrisome.
Can you die of like plague?
You
I
get
ha-
so
I haven't.
filthy your dad comes home and punches you in.
Nice. Oh, being as we're going to go to the store,
Yeah. He goofed. I like the Voltane stereo you can get.
Nice,
too.
you can get a shopping handle cart. Or a shopping cart handle. You can get a spoiler for it. Can you get the Shogun Combat Wing?
Shogun Combat Wing.
I had a friend who worked in like an automotive stereo shop that also did like decorative auto body. and they just had the ugliest shit.
Yeah,
Decorative auto body, yeah.
The Shogun Combat Wing.
that's so lame.
Did you leave the vehicle running all night?
Huh? It's fine. Hold on. Parking brake. We're in low range. I don't know.
The house.
It's fine. Okay, so now we have to pray that we can get it to the store.
Oh, I've been talking to Jesus all night.
Okay, low range, high range, second gear, feather the feather the gas pedal. It's not a race. Let's get it in third.
Wow,
The driving took a lot to get used to.
I bet.
I think I'm going to take what route is the shortest? No, I'll just take the normal route because you can see some scenery. I don't need those lights.
Now, why would anyone need to know you're coming?
Oh, I'm coming all right.
Do you just fuck up the green car if you hit it now?
Maybe. I mean, he is immortal. I hope we encounter the green car. Because in a collision... Well, actually, I don't know if I win in a collision. I feel like I should win in a collision with this truck.
Is this like an 80s movie asshole who just shows up from time to time to just berate you?
No, the green
are
car...
they the O'Doyles?
The green car is just this guy who drives in loops between the town and some random-ass point. Just taking pulls from a bottle of whiskey.
Smash Bro, sure, go ahead. Post the link. I'm curious.
What is it?
Somebody found the Shogun Combat Wing.
I can't wait to see this. It's going to be amazing.
O'Doyle rules.
It's gonna look like a bat'leth strapped to the back of a trunk, isn't it?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
If I remember it correct. Yeah, there you go.
That's
is Shogun
a
Combat
Dodge Stealth.
Wing.
Is that what that's supposed to be?
Yep.
Okay. Huh.
What do you want to bet the rear backup lights aren't actually lights? They just they're LEDs that cycle through colors.
Which is highly illegal.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. It's like those assholes who buy those discount halogen HIDs that are really just like purple, and they put them in their headlights to be like, oh yeah, they're higher intensity than the standard halogen lamp, which
Right.
my car takes, but also they're tinted slightly purple, so they look cool, but they're misaimed and, or I should say misaligned, but whatever, and they just look the worst looking thing on a vehicle, I think. Especially because they're always right in your eyes as you're riding at night.
Yeah. So, I've never driven
Sorry.
standard before.
It says Stealth, but that's actually a Honda Civic.
I was gonna say, is that
It's just been
Integra?
rebadged.
No, okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's a Corolla.
I've never driven stick before,
Okay.
and it was an interesting learning experience doing this. There's an auto clutch feature that I enabled because I thought that really manually shifting would be too much to bear.
Yeah.
But you do have to shift up and down, and there's gear ranges in this game.
The Manumatic.
Yeah.
That's nice.
And I also did not understand RPM. For the longest time, I actually stone cold didn't get why there was a tachometer on cars. I was like, I don't understand it. Why is it there? And now I do.
And now you understand.
Now I understand that you have to try and keep it in the middle,
Yep.
or it's bad.
Yeah.
In fact, this one even has red.
Yep.
Yep.
Both of my Mercedes diesels did not have a red line
Oh.
Ooh.
because
Well, Diesel's red line at what,
mine would go up to 6,000.
Yeah.
But the engine, they're both automatics as well. You couldn't get them to really run fast enough because they were both naturally aspirated. So there's no turbo on them, which means that the engine
Taking
can
this real
only
slow
run
right here.
so fast based on how much air it's getting in. The car doesn't get going fast enough to push enough air into the engine to burn the amount of fuel it needs to burn, I guess, to actually get to a point where you hit a red line on these. So it
Who
has.
the fuck built this road?
It's really going everywhere.
Don't worry
isn't
about it. This road is like so dangerous.
That was another thing actually about my my second Mercedes. I was it did come from the factory with the turbo, but my vehicle was not one of the ones that got the turbo. It was naturally aspirated. But they did make a version of my engine that was turboed, and I was like, oh shit, I should go get a turbo and get the requisite elements to it, and basically pull out the airbox, put the turbo in, run the lines, do everything else I need to do to it. And I'm like, that'd probably take me like maybe a day worth of whatever. And then I found out that no, that's not what would happen, because again, the mechanical fuel injection pump, I would need to tweak the fuel delivery on that so that when the turbo was kicking in at the right point, that I would start, because now I'm getting forced induction, right? More air is coming through. Well, I'm going to need more fuel. If I have too much air and not enough fuel, then the car will not run. So I would actually need to adjust it, and I'm like, I don't want to fuck around with my injection pump at all because I'm afraid of what will happen. And I was like, this took this thing of just being like, unbolt some parts and take it off, bolt some new parts in and hook some stuff up, to now being like, I would have to do all sorts of surgery on this engine that I am not looking forward to. Just fuck it.
Right.
Whereas I see other guys, they're like, oh yeah, I totally, went and I did this to my vehicle, and I'm like, good on you. And you've been doing it for 3 weeks, and I'm more than happy to see you do it.
Yeah.
It's-
You keep on doing that.
Yeah, I don't have the time to dick around with my car like that. It's my daily driver, so.
Can we stop at a Burger King?
There's no Burger King, dude. There's
Is-
the store and the pub.
Is there anything? Are we gonna end Are we gonna end up in Norway?
Maybe.
Or Russia?
Wait, what?
I don't know where we are in Finland.
Okay. Now, we're not close, but
Good.
but we're about to transition from county
I like
road.
the burned out rubber.
Oh, on the corner.
Yeah.
Oh,
My gear's too low. Actually, I'm gonna gear down a bit because
just on the whole road. Oh, this is the highway.
yep.
Yeah, fuck yield signs.
I really hope the other green car comes by.
I love that you checked, though. Let me just
Yeah.
say, I'm really happy you checked.
Exactly,
Yeah.
right? Even though, like, this is a...
It's a video game.
Oh, wait, how many gears do I have? 6?
Actually, in a truck like this, you might have more.
No, I have 6.
Okay. Then you're probably not double clutching anything, I'm sure.
I don't think so. But there is high range and low range.
Okay. The thing that gets me is like semi trucks that have 2 gear shifts.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you have to double clutch them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do have to be like, I have to shift this one, and then I have to do this stuff, and I have to shift the next one. And I've seen guys where they will to work it to do the right shifting. They'll actually literally be working them both at the same time with one hand. And I'm like,
What? That sounds intense.
yeah, because it's like you can have up to 21 gears in a tractor trailer. I guess makes sense, right? Because it's like the engine can
Yeah,
only
well,
spin
you-
so fast.
Yeah, and you gear up like 4 times, starting.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
getting rolling. Actually, do we have anyone in chat who's driven truck?
I've never had
No.
such a stressful experience, like just driving from point A to point B before I played this game.
Taichani points out that they haven't had 2 sticks like before you were born. And I'm like, yeah, I've never seen someone in person
Right.
do it. What I love now is, and I don't know how my father-in-law feels because he actually drives a truck, or he's now retired from driving a truck. I don't know how he feels about it, but I love the new with the newer trucks where there's all this work that's going into making it a much easier experience in terms of like not just like aero to keep like the amount of fuel you burn down, but also engines that are like manumatic that don't require this clutching that could or just be something that's like a fully automatic engine, or getting into all the new stuff where the auto driving stuff that they're building in, so it's like a guy sitting in the car and he's doing what he snake just comes right off. It's just a dude, like he sits in the truck and the truck is driving itself and he's keeping an eye on it to make sure everything's working properly, and I was watching all these great videos because I'm like, this seems like this is the future for these
it's
things.
so fucking kinked.
Yeah.
Also, so here's another experience I've never had in a video game before and didn't think that I would like as
Pumping a
much as I
septic tank?
did. Yep.
Watching an old guy just drink himself into a stupor.
Yep.
You want to go out in front, have beer. Was that one word? You are super critically filthy.
I can't imagine why.
You have to wait for it to build pressure, or
Oh, look, it's somebody's Twitter mentions.
can you fall in?
Yes, and it kills you.
Good.
If you
Good.
if you fall in, you die.
Okay. He didn't ask you to do that.
Is that the guy from the store?
No, they all just look the same.
Oh, okay.
I think he has like 2 or 3 player models. Oh, actually, somebody pointed out a good idea.
Go in his house and take a shower. Actually, no, you're right. This is way better.
Come on, tell me this is inappropriate.
This is the worst.
Tell me it's inappropriate.
The thing is, the guy sitting there who would probably look at you and be like, I never thought of that.
It's like,
That's
oh,
genius.
it is genius.
Fuck.
He's like, why am I flushing the toilet like a sucker? I gotta pay for that water and just come out here from now on. Oh, man.
Is it still going? Yes. You basically just go until he tells you it's finished.
Until he says,
Yeah, this guy.
dude, I'm a professional. I don't need you telling you how to do my
Oh,
job.
there we go. Speak of the devil. 1200 marca. Can somebody tell me how much that actually is?
It's probably like about $600 or so.
No, I don't think it's that much.
What is 1,200 marca in Canadian... What is 1,200 marca in Canadian dollars? She's not going to get it.
Let me check on that. Okay, I found this on the web.
No. She effed it up.
You know, we're probably finishing up here, so
Yeah,
I'm just,
we're like way over time.
Yeah.
Oh,
actually.
really?
there's 1 or 2 more things I really just want to do just before we finish.
About $200.
$200, nice. Because I don't really want to coil this hose up.
Oh God, no! Oh God, you just eviscerated it.
Oh, shit, no,
You
I
ripped
fucked
off
up.
the hose. You ripped off. Oh,
That's what I
fuck,
thought.
Your dad's gonna kill you.
Oh, if it goes in, we're fucked.
Oh fuck.
It's gone, dude.
No,
Okay,
it's
no,
good,
no,
it's
it's fine,
good,
it's good, it's good,
There's
it's
just
good.
like a brown spray across the house.
What if it whipped backwards and hit the dude in the head?
It just fucking kills him.
His last words were, "Thank you, I appreciated that very much. Here is your money." He's watching you.
Is he?
He's just like drinking a beer, going like, "Yeah, you're
Jesus.
gonna coil that hose, huh?"
I think he's trying not to vomit.
Okay.
Oh, maybe not.
He's just real glad he's smoking that cigarette and can't smell anything.
Okay. That's good.
Everything about this makes me wish. Oh, good. Everything about this just makes me wish that we had the kind of money to make a feature film.
Yep. Okay. So, I meant to pick that up, but well, oh fuck.
Oh God, did you just drain a bottle of vodka?
I'm feeling just fine.
I'm not gonna puke.
I'm not gonna puke, dude. Dude, I'm not gonna puke.
I'm fine. I'm just gonna lie down.
I can
Oh,
make it
this is
back
actually uncomfortable.
Wow.
I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna
No.
be
No,
okay.
no, 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 no,
You need to be
no.
better than okay.
What?
Do not fall in the fucking tank.
Local youth gets fucked up on vodka. Fuck, I can think of no more perfect way to finish that up than that. So, My Summer Car, a weird simulation of a type of experience that I've not seen simulated in games before.
Yeah. Okay.
I literally thought you were going to say a weird simulation of Finland.
Finland as well, yeah. This fucking soundtrack.
The country music.
Yep. Fuck. So, we need to read subs
Oh, right.
quickly.
Yeah.
Before we go. So, yeah, I encourage people to try this game, but I also encourage people to give Jalopy some love, because that poor guy.
Yeah.
This game's really good! It's just being, like, horrendously outsold by this game, which is also really good.
Yeah. All right. So, Admiral Matt gave us 100 bits. Thank you very much, Admiral Matt. Eaten by a Gru gave us 50 bits, saying, "Did you know that the collective noun for a group of spam bots is toilet?"
Really?
C. A toilet of wild spam bots just passed through here, and the mods have been busy. It's good to know. Eaten by a Gru, 1988. Applesauce just subscribed. Welcome to the channel, Applesauce. Thank you for joining us. Zach R.I. also just subscribed for the first time. Thank you very much. As did Tranquil Calamity, Tagrath, Italuya, and Molitor.
Wow.
Brand new subs.
Thank you all.
Welcome. Thank you. We're so glad to see you here.
I hope this delivered on your expectations.
Yeah. We've drowned in a septic tank.
Yep.
The Architect X resubscribed for 39 months in a row.
Hey.
Aspiring Jester is a brand new sub.
Welcome.
Thank you. Boros Burger Battalion subscribed for the second straight month in a row, saying, "It's my favorite people." Oh, thank you very much. That's very flattering. Eaten by a Gru 1988 gave us another 100 bits, saying, "Will Alex and Cam mispronounce my name like James did, or will they save me from having an identity crisis?" Well, I believe we got it right. Eaten by a Gru. Friendly Neighborhood GM just resubbed for 7 months in a row.
Thanks very much.
Rihanna, oh my god, really? Just resubbed for
Dude.
19 months in a row, saying Talking Simulator.
She loves Talking Simulator.
I loved your cover of Same Old Mistakes, by the way. It was really good. Forest Gaze resubbed for 3 months in a row, saying, "Yay, Amazon." I'm assuming that's a Twitch Prime thing. Suck Alt just joined us here. Thank you very much, Suck Alt. Rowan Emerald Blood just resubbed for 7 months in a row.
Thanks very much.
Xloner12 gave us 100 bits, saying, "Don't forget the gas cap."
Hey.
Carboneel Cookie resubscribed for 14 months in a row, saying, "Wow, your character has a weird bladder." Not just our character. Styx Abuser resubbed for 28 months in a row. Thank you very much. Got quite the streak going there. Otuhile is a brand new sub. Thank you very much, Otuhile. Turtles Bug just subbed with 100 bits, or just cheered with 100 bits, excuse me. Lightbane V1 is a brand new sub. Thank you very much, Lightbane V1. Oh, hey, you've got a Happy Noodle Boy avatar. Thank you very much. Itazu resubbed for 39 months in a row, saying, "Oh, hi, Alex and Cam."
Hi.
Zonlik resubbed for 9 months in a row, saying, "Yay, sub baby. Been so much fun."
God damn it.
Feistier Ermine gave us 70 bits, saying, "Beej." DJ
that's when I
Shire,
came in,
yeah,
okay.
I guess so. DJ Shire subbed for 18 months in a row, saying, "Thank you, Alex and Cam, for covering Stalker. Do you know what they call a bovine in Russia? A Moscow." Siberian Exile subscribed for 9 months in a row. Thank you very much, Siberian Exile.
They
And
went there because they told the same joke.
Yeah, exactly. Strophios, also a brand new sub. Thank you very much, Strophios. Welcome to the channel, and thank you very much. Mystaline resubbed for 2 months in a row, saying, "My favorite pair joined by one of my favorite spares."
Wow! Bruh.
Nice.
Karakazik YT subscribed for 2 months in a row, saying, "Not sure how this works, but love you guys." Well, thank you very much. We also feel fondly of you.
Yeah.
MTV CDM cheered us with 50 bits, saying, "The pits, the pits." That one fan from Barhead.
Oh, wow.
Joined us.
Welcome.
Yeah. Wow.
Holy crap.
From what?
From Barhead, Alberta, which
Oh.
is very near where my parents live.
Okay. Tandasar gave us 500 bits.
Wow.
Early access to Highway will result in bad merge. Also 500 bits. Thank you. FreeSol 9900 subscribed for the 19th month, saying, "Finally caught you guys live. Yes. Merry incoming. Take cover." The fluffiest guinea pig cheered us with 50 bits, saying, "For the three dudes messing with each other."
Yeah.
Jalasar resubbed for the 5th month in a row. The Wonko just subscribed. Thank you and welcome. And Blackbird14 gave us 100 bits.
Fuck!
saying, "Talking simulator is very sisu." Finnish word. What does sisu mean?
I'm gonna guess it's a Finnish word for
Sisu.
silly.
I hope so.
All right, did we get them all?
We got them all.
Fantastic. Then there's only one thing left to do.
No, our car.
That's fine.
Oh,
It needs to return from whence it came.
It came from a lot of different places ultimately.
it means courageous.
God damn it.
No. No, it loved us.
I used to be better at this. Actually, now we can install the tailpipe.
I'm really happy that the engine hasn't fallen out, actually.
Yeah, we bolted that sucker in with 3 10mm nuts. Or bolts?
I got 3 10mm nuts right here.
So this is clearly
Oh, it loves us.
this is clearly not
See?
your.
No, I'm trying to put it. No, this is not my main save, obviously.
No, obviously.
I really just want to get it into the lake. That's all I want to do. All I want to do is put you inside a lake. Inside a lake. Perfect.
That's better than my version. All I want to do is get with you and another woman.
Another woman.
Okay, this is
I'm
perfect.
scum.
I should have said maybe your sister. Oh God, but
Oh God!
she has a sister.
We're free now. I'll see you suckers later.
Oh, it's moving under its own accord.
Speed, boy. Gasoline burn. That drift. How did you like my Tokyo drift? Oh, everyone.
Can you drown?
No,
Good.
there's no drowning yet.
Good,
Okay.
good.
I can actually just. I don't think there's drowning yet.
Just float through the top of the.
Why is your dirtiness not dropping?
I think we rolled it over.
Oh, it's
We're
256.
slowly going up. It's probably like 1 million. So, that was Talking Sim for this week. Tomorrow we're going to finish our 3rd match
Of Overwatch?
Overwatch.
Yeah, up against Team World
Builders.
Builders.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, the stipulation for the losing team is no support characters.
Oh, well, we'll
So,
just have to take.
Are we still
self-supporters.
ahead of Team World Builders,
I
or
don't
has
know.
Max Spite donated to?
Because you had doubled their total.
Yeah,
Yeah.
At one point,
Yeah.
but yeah. Well, we'll see. So yeah, tune in tomorrow, and yeah, I will see you then.
Bye, everybody.
Where's the thing?
Where's the no?
Where's
You've got
I can't find my mouse cursor. There
Okay,
it is.
Okay,
There's
good,
the mouse
good,
cursor.
good.
Now push
Okay,
commercial.
Yeah, commercial. Good.